Hello everyone, and welcome to the Bar Brawl. I'm being joined today by the lovely Metamancer. Hello, Metamancer.
Hi.
It's weird. I'm used to just being like, "Hey, Meta, what's up?"
Yeah, it's so formal.
Well, you know, it's a Bar Brawl. You have to be formal.
You
So you may notice we have new art. I tracked down Askren, who did all the rest of the art for the Wandering Inn, and I was like, I want a tavern scene. So this is going to be featured on the Bar Brawl, especially when we're doing like the D&D roleplay stuff for viewers. So I really like it. I think it's really good and really cool. There you go.
It is. I agree.
I
do. It's nice.
So let's first off turn off the sounds of people beating the crap out of each other. And hello Meta, how's it going? It's been a little while since we've actually been in voice.
That's actually true. It has been.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time.
I do.
It was a while ago.
I do. We were playing No Man's Sky, and you were doing really badly.
Okay. Well, you know what?
And you kept shooting me.
I feel like the worst friend ever. Like it's like our anniversary. You were like, yeah, I remember exactly the day and place we met, and you don't remember shit.
Yeah, exactly. You should.
Like the worst.
I specifically noted it down in a notepad so that I could embarrass you in public at some point.
Fuck. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I should have been keeping notes about everything in our relationship this whole time. Damn. I failed. They need to make an app for this, guys. Somebody just there you go. There's your investment money right there. You make tons of money.
Yeah.
Somebody would just come up with an app to remember all the important things that you're supposed to just care about on your own as a human being.
I'm pretty sure that's called a wife.
Wow. Well, you know what? That's okay. That because in this instance, that means you're the wife.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we figured that out already.
That's true. Yeah, good point.
So, me and Meta go pretty far back. I always think that the first time we met was on Encounter Roleplay's. But it wasn't, was it?
No, it so totally was not even close.
It was 100% Rogue Trade, Dark Heresy.
Yeah, when I randomly talked to you on Twitter.
I was literally just on Twitter and like looking around, and I saw you being like, anyone can GM 40k, and I was like, literally no one aside from me. Hey Meta, what's up?
No, you're so not wrong about that. Like, literally nobody else talked to me about that.
No, it's one of those weird things where people just don't want to touch 40k, and I can understand it.
Except for they always ask to play in it or to like have more shows in it, and yet there's nobody to GM them.
It's a really hard thing to GM as a show. It's really weird because I love it and I hate D&D. Well, I don't hate D&D. I dislike D&D.
Yeah.
But in terms of combat and stuff, they're kind of similar in that they're like crunchy and slow, and it's not that interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it can be interesting. I think, like I said, it always comes down to the GM because that's my experience as well.
Yeah, it just I tend to cliff notes the combat quite a bit and throw out a whole load of. I've kind of perfected throwing out rules that just don't work, especially for 40k. So,
well, also from a viewership perspective, because like all of our shows, we weren't doing just like around our own table, just like casually and in leisure lengths of time. It was very much like, okay, we have a dedicated amount of hours every week, and you can't really spend the entire session just rolling combat because that's not interesting to watch at all.
Yeah, that's very, very true. And then after that, we both were on City of Light and Dark, City of
Mist.
City of Mist. There we go. City of Light and Dark.
That was the first. Yeah. That was the first time I GM'd for you.
Yes, and only time.
Yeah, you were a terrible player. No, I'm just I'm kidding.
I'm not. I'm very, very willing to admit I'm not as good a player as I am a GM, but I'm a fucking amazing GM, so it doesn't matter. Bow.
I mean, you are a fantastic GM. That's true. You were a good player because we had so many memorable moments that in the next season, people wanted me to bring cameo appearances back from like this random taco eating face. You remember that?
Yeah.
The stomach character.
Yeah, the fucking taco boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, that was not something I had planned. I have to give that one to the viewers because they rolled, what was it? Magic something? What wild magic? What was it? What's it called?
I don't remember exactly.
Like
it was
corruption stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what they came up with. And I was just like, well, we are literally rolling with this one because okay.
Yeah.
But you did well with it. You embraced it.
Well, I'll say I'm not very good at the deeper, like dramatic, RP. But throw me in a comedy scene, I can knock that shit out of the park.
You are very good with comedy. That's a very good point.
But yeah, it's also partly that I don't mind really what happens to my characters. Like, I'm just interested in what happens to them. I don't need them to be, some players are like, I want my character to be the one who does all the badass things, and I want to win all the time, and etc. I'm like, I don't care about that. I just want to see what happens.
That's true. That's very true, actually. I'm usually that kind of player, not the one that wants to win all the time, but there's some times where I'm like, I really want to do something really cool here for my own enjoyment and no one else's. And case in point, when you completely screwed me over multiple times when I was playing Sybil.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I just want some glory, sheepy. And you're like, nope. Fucking nope. Just a little bit of glory. And
well, nope. you headshot a goddamn Dark Eldar.
I built a glass cannon. Her whole purpose was to kill.
Right, but isn't that an awesome moment?
When she doesn't die?
No, when she headshots a fucking Dark Eldar.
Oh, yeah, but you dangled that carrot in front of me forever.
Which made it all the more satisfying when you finally got it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This is what he does. He's just like, hey, you want this really cool thing? Too bad.
Well, I mean, the Dark Heresy was a lot of fun. And so was the I want to say City of Light and Dark, but it's City of Mist. Yeah. City of Mist was a lot of fun. I feel like because I'm trying to remember exactly. It's you choose a mythical figure or someone kind of like,
Yeah, so like a myth or legend, or even a historical character.
Like I kind of did. Well.
Yeah, exactly. So it wasn't, you wouldn't pick somebody with like necessarily supernatural powers, but the things that they did in history, in that moment led to a lot of that kind of experience.
Oh god, I just remembered that my character's name was Jack Fantastic.
Yeah. This is what I mean by humor here with this guy.
Yeah.
Well, it was good.
Didn't in the first episode, didn't I keep getting screwed over by the wild magic stuff?
Oh yeah, nonstop, like all the time.
It was like, okay, I'd like to ask, because like I'm perfectly fine with it because I know, I can take it. But what was it a case? I can't remember if it was like I can't remember if it was like targeted thing or like you know, the viewers kind of chose, or if it was like a random, I can't remember, but did you do it to me because you knew I could handle it, and you didn't want to fuck with the other players because you didn't know them as well?
It was a mix. It depended on the scene that was happening actively. So like whenever people like do like viewer contributions like that, I would try really really hard to like execute it within that episode.
Yeah.
Obviously that is not always possible, especially towards like the tail end of a session, because like you don't want to force it in too much there. Giggity. Sorry. But But there were most of the time when it was like a really crazy thing, I would usually pinpoint it to you.
Yeah.
Like the weirder stuff.
Yeah.
Because like you can improv that, whereas a lot of the more super serious moments that I had in mind, like when I killed one of the player's sisters,
Yes.
like with that kind of like corruption, that was like for sure, because I knew that they liked that serious part of story, right? Like they liked that kind of conflict.
Yeah, and back then especially, I wouldn't have handled it as well as he did, because that was Penguin, right?
Yeah, that was Penguin. Yeah.
Imperator Penguin, I think is.
Yes, that was the one.
And especially for the more improvisational stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the only other person who could have like vibed with that would have been Scrap, probably.
Yeah,
or possibly.
that's probably fair. Yeah, I mean, and Will could sometimes. It depends on like what he had going on.
Yeah. I actually were there 5 of us? That's right. Yeah, there were. He was like a detective style.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, God, I completely forgot the Will was in it. Is that bad?
God. No, I mean, yeah, no, it's fine. It's totally fine.
But no, I mean, like, yeah, I always enjoy I have a tendency, when I'm a player, which is probably why I'm not a player as much as I am a GM. I have a bit of a tendency to go off script and just have a wander around, and like shit will happen because I'm like, I'm gonna make stuff happen, which is also how I GM a little bit. You know, I tend to prefer the little sandboxy, you know, wander around and see what you can find type of stuff.
Right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, though.
Yeah, it's you know, it just depends. You know, sometimes players don't want to think. You know, when I say think, I mean kind of like they don't want to be like, let's go find the story. They want to be like, okay, I want to react to the story.
Oh, that's true. I mean, sometimes people don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to come out wrong, but like they don't really want to think for themselves or get like overly creative. They just want like things handed to them, and then they get to pull on those strings. They don't really seek opportunities. Like it's not. They came out way worse than.
No, I mean,
I intended it, but
I don't think that's even really critical, because I can feel like that sometimes, where I'm just like, I don't really want to.
Can't be bothered.
You know, it just depends like what you expect from a storyline. I feel, or what you expect from a show and a GM. Like, always best to just sit down with whoever it is, with the group, and be like, okay, what are we doing? What do we want to do? Like, what's the crack?
Yeah, for me, like, especially if I'm GMing, I always have conversations with the players. I mean, I don't know if you recall, but like I sent out that player, character backstory.
Yeah.
Little document thing that I do. So that helps fill in like the blanks of the character, because we just don't have a lot of time to deep dive into backgrounds.
Yeah.
But then if you put a lot of information, that gives me more to do and mess around with.
Yeah.
If I get a chance to it. And then the other part that I put in there always is at the bottom is like, what do you as a player want to get out of it? Like specifically, like, do you want to develop your backstory? You want to like reveal those things to the viewers? Do you want epic battles? Like, what do you want? What kind of experience do you want?
Did mine say I want to creepily massage a dude while we interrogate him? Because I don't remember putting that down, but it's what happened.
I think you just gave me very minimal. I'm not gonna lie. So I did. Yeah. So I kind of just do whatever I want at that point. If you give me nothing, then I can be like, okay, I get free reign.
I remember seeing scrats and penguins and being like, holy shit, I did not do enough apparently.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, everybody will put in and contribute what they want. And
Yeah.
that's fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna force anybody. I'm not there to force anyone to like contribute more than they want to. So
It was also not to defend myself, but it was also very early in my RP career, as it were. I like before
I mean as like a player?
no, just in general, like so before I messaged you and we started doing and we started doing Dark Heresy,
Mm-hmm.
I'd GM'd once.
What was that YouTube thing, wasn't it?
Well, no, it was actually on Henley's channel. I GM'd a Rogue Trader show.
Yeah, but then you also had that YouTube one because I asked you
Um,
if you had source
mm,
like material, you know what I mean?
yeah, I think that was the one. It was called like Void Barons.
Maybe it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was on Henley's channel.
Okay, got it.
And then I'd been a player 2 or 3 times in some Henley shows, and
Oh.
like those shows were a lot earlier, and Henley has had. I don't know if he
Yeah.
still maintains, but Henley had a very specific way of like approaching roleplay in gaming, which was very kind of min-maxy and power gamey.
Mm.
Not invalid, but it's not my style. Like for example, when oh god, I'm just talking about myself here. Jesus. When we did D&D, I did a D&D show as a player. He was like, "What do you want to be?" And I'm like, "I don't really know." He's like, "Be a rogue." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, and take all this stuff because this is the best thing for a rogue in 5e. I was like, okay. Like, I didn't really make my character because I didn't understand the game. So he was just like, "Oh, this is all the optimal stuff." I didn't really use much of it to the extent that people may expect. I mostly did kind of I shot a girl like a 6-year-old girl who was possessed by a demon because she tried to kill all of us, and
Oh.
and then she fell out of the tree, and I was like, I shoot her in the throat. And the GM was like, "What?" I'm like, "She's the threat."
Yeah, well, that's true.
I also had
Damn.
this. We had this really funny battle where my rogue was an archer rogue, so I was hiding in a tree, and I kept you know that Homer Simpson meme / gif where he like melds into the bush.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was coming out of the bush like that, firing, and then going back into the bush, into the tree.
Oh my god.
So that like that's all I did for that combat. But every time I said it, we just all crack up because it's like. But yeah, I'd say like maybe a year and a half with one GM and a couple of games under my belt when I hit you up and I was like, hey, I can do 40k.
Well, I mean, you're obviously a natural at it because, like, it definitely seemed like you had a lot more experience under your belt by the time that we had a show going and everything. And,
Oh
obviously, as we go along, there's improvements made and all that too.
yeah, I mean I just got really good at faking it.
So damn.
But no, you oh god, you used to run a few shows on your Twitch.
Yep.
We had the Call of Cthulhu. I can't
Mhm.
remember the name off the top of my head. You'll have to
There
forgive
was
me.
the first one was, oh god, what was the first one? I don't so my first ever GM thing that I did publicly
Yeah.
was years before I even really did RP consistently, was a one shot on my channel for it. It was like a 9-hour Call of Cthulhu like mini exploration thing.
Okay.
And it was with the old version, I think, 5th edition, because it's 8th now. I think I could
Yeah.
be wrong about that. I don't remember now, but yeah. So I did that. That was with the Call of Cthulhu, Adam,
Mhm.
Lady Alviana. Um, my ex, like from forever ago,
Yeah.
ex-husband, and was there another person? Or was it just the 3 of them? I think I think it was just the 3 of them, but now I don't remember. Anyway, it was an experience. I had never first of all, I had never done anything like that. I didn't even
Yeah.
know people really did that on Twitch when I did this. This is that long ago,
Okay.
before RP was even a thing. Like Critical Role did not exist.
Oh, a better
Like
time.
no comment.
Yeah, it's
And
cool. I could throw shade. No one's gonna notice me.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's I don't like D&D. But so this is literally before anybody has been doing I'm sure like maybe there had been one-off people doing it, but like Critical Role wasn't a thing,
Yeah.
like none of it. And it actually went really, really well, but I didn't know if it was something that would be sustainable, so I didn't like continue into it.
Mm.
Oh, it was Tuesday Gray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, "Wait a minute, no, I definitely had another person, who was it?" Yeah, so it was a Tuesday, and that was her first ever RP, ever.
Ah, so
So I
you're the
take full
one.
claim. Yes, I take claim to in getting somebody addicted to tabletop roleplay, and, so yeah, that was a super fun session. Strangely enough, she was the one who saved the people that were left over at the end. She just rolled really freaking well, and it was bullshit. And I was like, "You gotta be kidding me! You're all supposed to die here. What is happening right now?"
Oh,
As with all GM experiences.
yeah. If you want to talk about the dice not rolling in the GM's favor, there's a reason why we have the emote sheep dice.
Yep. Yep. Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's such a cool little emote.
Yeah, I love that one. That's nice. So that was my first ever GMing, and then I always love cosmic horror. It's always been like a big genre love of mine.
Yeah.
It's basically sci-fi and then like the subgenre of space horror, essentially. Now, granted, Cthulhu specifically can take place essentially anywhere,
Yeah.
just depending on how you wanna write it in. But I then picked up doing this one season I wrote for Call of Cthulhu that took place in Brighton, actually, in the UK.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I did tons of research. So I'm kind of like OC. I mean, you know this how I am. I'm very detail oriented,
I
and
do.
I like to get some kind of semblance of accuracy to create like more realism, I guess,
Yeah.
in a game like that. And it took place in the 1920s. Um, and it was a really, really fun game.
Hmm.
I brought Lady Aviana and Call of Cthulhu back in, and then I had we actually ended up swapping people. The first person couldn't continue playing. There was a bunch of stuff going on with them, and
It's very different between like a one shot and a commitment every week
yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. And back then, people hadn't really tested the waters on shorter shows, so we were doing like 4 hours every weekend, which is a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So, did that show.
It's
The season went really, really well.
yeah.
And we ended on a huge cliffhanger. And then we ended up rolling into the second season, where because of what they did in the first season, I ended up making the second season take place in the Dreamlands. And that devolved into a bunch of just crazy bullshit. Just so much. Like it got to the point where it was just this massive running joke whenever I said, when somebody wanted to do something really, really risky, I'd be like, "Yeah, but you have to crit on it," and they would always crit. They would always freaking roll a crit. And I'm like, how the hell, out of a D100 system, do you like? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
It's always at the worst time for when you don't like. You know, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna roll to see if I save your life. Oh, I crit. Lovely. Now you roll to see if you can dodge the thing that's gonna kill you. Oh, you crit. Lovely.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
It's like, man, where's the death? I mean, honestly, it was easier to make them go insane rather than kill them.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the route that I ended up taking, is like basically every single time they did something absolutely ludicrous and not believable, be like, all right, roll for sanity. Here you go. Have fun with that.
In a show happens a lot more because, that's what the players tend to be like.
Yeah, no.
Freaking Twitch streamers, sure. Man.
I know, dude. I know.
Yeah.
Like, talk about fabrication of drama all the time. A little subtle nod to other things. Which is why I don't do Twitch anymore.
Yeah.
Among other things. I mean, like, I do show up on shows, right? Like, but I don't have to deal with all of the drama and
you don't need to be connected to play on a show.
Yeah, it's actually kind of great. I really do like it.
You said actually, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I can enjoy the positives and not any, like, I don't have to deal with any of the negatives at all.
Yeah. It's one thing that I'm not looking forward to running this channel as a TTRPG channel is I'm not good at networking and reaching out and etc. So multiple times now I've been like, hey, hi, would you like to be on a thing? It's stupid, it's dumb, just ignore. And everyone so far has been like, yeah, no, it sounds awesome. I'm like, why am I so anxious about this shit? I don't understand it.
Aw, sweet sheepy.
Shut up. Oh. But yeah, because you were, correct me if I'm wrong, and I may just embarrass myself. The last thing you were on was on Unmade Gaming's Aliens, and before that it was Cyberpunk?
Yeah. So I've been with Unmade Gaming. I know, you did a good job. I've been doing a lot of stuff with Unmade Gaming, like, over the, really for years and years. I would say not long after me and you started doing tabletop, I started getting more involved with Mike's channel, and it's been on and off. It's not every season I'm there, but it's really one of those things where I don't need to worry about who I'm going to be grouped up with.
Yeah.
Like, I can trust Mike to, like, put me with the right cast, and I never have to worry about any conflict whatsoever, which, I commend him for doing what he's done with the community. And I remember back when he started really jumping deeper into tabletop, we had a lot of conversations for hours where, I would kind of try to help him figure out, because again, I was one of the first people doing tabletop on Twitch in general, and so I wanted him to figure out what he wanted to do and his success and all that. I obviously completely give him credit for that, but it's also about who you talk to and who you bring into your community, because as you know, the types of people that you keep in your community are the types of people that you attract. And so if you create that positive environment, I think that consistently reflects on who sticks around.
Yeah.
And that's really, really important. And so Mike was actually, his channel was the one where we did a really unique storytelling experience where there was 3 games going simultaneously, all under a City of Mist tabletop system. And it was all in the same city. So all the events corresponded to one another. So 3 times a week, one night after another, the groups of players would experience the story, like one grand plot happening from different perspectives, so which was really fun. Waves
would show up in the other shows that had ripples originating from the first one.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was a really, really fun experience. It is actually one of the things that made me fall in love with the City of Mist tabletop system, because it was so just open and very, very easy to just get in and out of, right? Like you could go as deep into the rules as you wanted or just wing it. And that was the beauty of the system, and something I recommend to anybody who wants more story focused tabletop experiences, because it's really not crunchy. I mean, you guys didn't even roll that much in City of Mist at all.
It wasn't very crunchy, really.
Yeah. So it's a nice light system. Yeah. It's definitely specific to narrative driven story, like tabletop, for sure. It's not really about the roles or your success in the roles, because you always do the thing. It just depends on how you do it. And so
how did you find the alien system?
the alien system was also through Mike. He's actually gotten me into a bunch of new systems that I never would have touched otherwise. So Alien was completely brand new to me. I was like, I love the Alien IP. I love everything about it. I love how dark it is. Again, it fits my genre favorite.
Oh, I was gonna
right?
say it really does fit that, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's like it speaks to me, sings to my dead cold heart. You know, so that was one of the systems, and then he also brought me in on that cyberpunk red system, and so I love cyberpunk. That's another sci-fi genre that the subclass that I just love, and it really fits with everything. Like, now don't get me wrong, I really like modern day stuff too. It can be really fun. Like City Mist can be fun. Call of Cthulhu has a mix of that modern / 1900s feel that you can also pull into, or you can really do in any time period, but it fits best with kind of old timey stuff. And then 40K is literally like cosmic horror. Hello, let's go. You know, so just it's all the systems that I end up loving are really within the genre that I just enjoy consuming media from.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I've been with all of that. And then the only other system that wasn't really like that at all, but still had a bit of that sci-fi feel was the Tales from the Loot, which is a completely unique system on itself. I had no idea I would actually like it, but I think I attribute a lot of my enjoyment to that system because of the games that I've been in. So we had one season called Atari Twilight on Mike's channel, MA Gaming. That was GM by Greg, and he's a phenomenal GM as well. He has this knack, the same way that you do, with twisting a story in like the blink of an eye in such a way that you weren't expecting, and then you're like sitting there wondering, did he plan that or did it just happen?
You picked up on that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's a testament to good GM, right? Is like having that, because that's something, you know, you get thrown a lot of curveballs, especially when you're doing it live. You can't edit this shit out. That's there. That's permanent. And
the ones that come to my brain is the chaos space marines that you were investigating. And the astropath friend who died for Ali's character in Road Trader.
Yeah, that was good.
That was it was a lot of fun.
No, totally, I agree. I think that stuff like that, you just, oh man. And then when my character was in that dream thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was just me messing with you though.
I know, but it was so good. It worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Nothing to complain about on that one for sure.
No, it's yeah, it's I was also, I've been on a Unmade Gaming show. I was on Blood on the Reich, which was a lot of fun. We had Wandering DM as our GM for the show. He put up with us very well. Especially me and Mike, who ended up basically having a comedy duo kind of relationship rapport going, like back and forth. It was like a 70s British comedy skit, you know, where they just like back and forth, like talking about random things. It was very, very dumb but very fun. And yeah, I haven't spoken to Mike for ages, but I'm.
He had a baby.
Really? I did not know that.
He had a baby a few months ago.
Oh damn! I should.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I should shoot him a message, say congratulations at some point.
Totally, do that. You should do that.
Yeah. I'm just, and obviously you did like the RP in games, as it were. I never could get into that.
Oh man, I struggled to get into that for a while because
Yeah.
I knew people were doing it for a couple years, and I actually really didn't get into that scene until what, like 3, 4 years ago now.
Yeah, I'd say it was, yeah, kind of around the time of Rogue Trader,
Mm-hmm.
the breach.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a different experience for
It
sure.
is. It is.
Like in every possible way. The thing with tabletop that I really like more is that it has a defined amount of time where the story progresses and then
Yeah.
it's done and it's on pause.
Yeah.
But with game RP, that never happens. The story is always changing and the people are always doing shit. And like if you take even a few hours off, you are totally fucking lost by the time you get back. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. You miss out on a lot, and it sucks because you can't tell people to not play. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's a living, breathing world all the time, but it makes it so that all you do is that. Like you don't have time for anything else.
It feels like all you're ever doing is hanging around trying to come up with things to do in case something happens, and then missing
Yeah.
out on things that happen.
Yeah, that's a very big possibility.
Yeah.
I ended up getting I mean, I'm still very close to the people at Twitch RP and, Ravage and his leadership team.
Yeah.
They're all fantastic and, that we have gone through it a lot and I end up, they know that as with tabletop, I roll with the punches. If you want to do some crazy shit to my character to help push a server-wide story, let's go.
Yeah.
Like and that's always been the thing with me. It's just I just don't have the time to dedicate to being on 24/7.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
this isn't my job. This is like a hobby for me. Whereas Ravage, all he does, he's a streamer full time. This
Yeah.
is his job, so he can be on and formulating story. And personally, I think that he burns himself out, and he knows that he does. But that's what he does for a living, right? So like I guess it makes sense he wants to make his hours that way, then he can. But I was still working. I've been working a full-time job since I started streaming, you know, fuck, I don't even remember how many years ago. At least 5 years ago, probably six. And
Mm.
then I never stopped working full time, even when I was streaming almost full time. And obviously I'm not streaming anymore, thank fucking God. But like, I don't know how I freaking did it. I really don't. Like thinking back on it, how
Yeah.
much time I
No,
spent, I have no idea.
it's
Like,
it's one of the things I like about doing the shows now, how I'm doing them without
mhm.
doing any like gaming streams or anything. It's it's a lot more calm.
Yeah.
I'd compare it to like streaming full time as
Mm,
like gaming or whatever, and doing the TTRPG shows like I'm doing now. I would compare it to sailing in calm waters TTRPG shows. Like you do it every now and then. It's just
mhm.
chill. Like you can put work into it off camera, like offline, and there's a lot of work to do, but it's not the same kind of like mix of tsunami and just storm out in the middle of a sea, and you're constantly like trying to bail out your fucking boat all the time, and it's just it's
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I agree.
it's like your brain is always turned on, and your brain is always like, when you're not streaming, you're thinking you should be streaming, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
It's
It's
yeah.
actually pretty unhealthy. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
the whole streaming content creation environment is a very unhealthy one. There's no
Yeah.
work life balance because like some people can't even tell the difference between streaming as work and streaming as fun, right? Like there's just
Well,
there's no line.
I think everyone nowadays who streams, especially the people starting up streaming, they always say like, I'm doing this in the hopes of making it a career. And
Mm-hmm.
that's like the tiny get out of jail free card where you're like, I don't want it to be a job. I'm not doing it to be a job, but I'm hoping that it will. You know, it's that kind of like,
Yeah.
like I don't expect it, but hey, I kind of expect it. You know, like it's
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and yeah, it's like I actually got contacted a few times by people I know who are like, I'm gonna be a streamer now, and I'm like, they're like, do you have any advice for me? And I'm like, yeah, don't do it. It's
It's not a glamorous
you know,
job
well, it's
whatsoever.
it's not just that it's not a glamorous job. It's that it's so saturated
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, like I don't want to be super negative about streaming in general because I still work with streamers, and you know.
Do you want me to do it? Because I
Well,
don't really
no.
work with.
It's fine. I can do it. um, it is not the be all and end all, but I would say in general the fastest track to success and money and like high numbers and climbing up socially and also kind of like just success wise on Twitch and YouTube and anywhere is to be at least partially sociopathic.
Yeah. I mean that is probably accurate.
Like the thing I see a lot is people kind of latching onto people a little bit above them, like
Mm-hmm.
raiding and working with and being friendly with them until they find someone else a little bit further above that, who they then, you know, they like dump the people they're with and then keep going up. There's a lot of people who kind of take that route, and it's disturbing to see.
No,
You
you're
know,
100% right on that. I mean, I watched people do that.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of people forget I ran a streaming community of over 600 people.
Mm,
Started it from zero, and over 4 years, 3.5, 4 years before I gave it over to the leadership team that I had put in place. I saw all of it and so much more and worse. And
yeah.
um, it is. I think that's part of what burned me out. Really, is
Mm-hmm.
just like, so for those who are listening who have no idea who the hell I am, if you know anything about Twitch, you know that there are Twitch communities. And I started the Texas one, the statewide Texas streaming community.
The stars
Uh
at night are big and bright. Do
it
it.
was
Do
no,
it.
I won't. I'm not doing it.
Do it.
Dynafire. And so at the time I started it because I felt like we really needed a better sense of community. And I had talked to some of there was only, I think, two other community groups, and they were all in Canada. They're both in Canada. Or maybe it was there was Twitch Montreal and Twitch something, I can't remember. There was another one. It could have been Chicago, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, so there was really no one else doing this. And then, by the way, because of all the things that we were doing, then Twitch was like, so we need contracts for you guys. And then so began the decline of community organized everything. As with
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Nope, I'm not doing it. You're not making
It's
me.
fine, I
won't.
did it.
Okay. And so basically TLDR was that as soon as corporate gets its hands on anything, it kind of goes downhill.
Yeah.
Aside from the amount of work that, the other community members sometimes put in to sabotage everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, my point being is that the streaming space is no place for somebody who wants to remain sane.
Mm,
Um, and I'm not in my 20s anymore, guys. Like, I don't need that shit. I don't want that shit, and I have better things to do with my time
ho-
and my money that
honestly,
doesn't involve it.
it's probably more accurate to be like, I'm not a teenager anymore, and I don't do high school.
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah.
If
And I'm not trying to shit on other streamers.
no,
Like,
no.
For those of you guys who are doing it and you will enjoy it, great. I'm glad for you. If you
It's
don't enjoy it, maybe you should stop.
it's a trend, not a be all end all. So like there are exceptions. You know, there are probably multiple instances of, you know, perfectly regular people running it perfectly regular. It's just, you know,
Right.
it is very, very prevalent and no one talks about it. It's so weird to me.
It is so like how toxic the environment is. Nobody really like there's these moments of social justice movements and then
mm,
it just dies down and everybody's quiet
yeah.
again, like they're complacent or something.
And usually you can look at those moments and be like, wow, that's a whole load of people trying to take out a whole load of other competition.
Right?
It's used,
I mean, that's what it feels like.
it's just used as a weapon to shit on people you don't like. It's so bizarre.
I mean, it's a witch hunt, and
Yeah.
honestly, it is kind of disgraceful. The number of people that I thought were genuinely like solid people, and watching what they did over maybe I want to say a year and a half ago on Twitter, especially the way they ripped other people into pieces
Mm,
using their own communities.
yeah.
I mean, fucking, you should be ashamed of yourself for doing that. Honestly. Like, that is weaponizing social media. That's what that is.
It's weaponizing a movement, because with movements like that, everyone jumps on the bandwagon. No one wants to speak out and be like, "Hey,
Mhm.
like there's some bad parts of this," because, you know, it's um ostensibly doing good,
Yeah.
and no one wants to like slow down that roll. But I'm the type of person. Whenever anything like this happens, I look to the side and see the dude who's been thrown off the bandwagon and stomped on. I'm like, I feel kind of bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I
so
mean, everybody's human at the end of the day, so treating
it's
others less than is really fucked up. It doesn't make you better than them, it makes you worse.
yeah, it's also very easy to fall into kind of herd mentality. Like, I've done it
Oh,
myself
yeah.
before, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a
You know,
very
like
fair point.
I'd love to say every single time there's been an opportunity to like jump on some bandwagon and be like, whoa, but no, like, you know, fucking free Hong Kong, fuck Blizzard, you know, like I'll jump on bandwagons sometimes.
Sure. I mean, there's things if you believe in something, great. But if somebody doesn't share your opinion, maybe don't be a complete inhuman fucktard towards them. That
Yeah,
would be nice.
yeah,
Like, not everyone's gonna agree with you. That doesn't make them less human
no,
or evil or I mean,
but
come on, guys, like seriously.
it's very easy to dehumanize an avatar.
Oh, that's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
That is the one of the worst part. Like, people forget there's another human on the other side of that screen.
Well,
That
because like there's something to be said for actual physical interaction, and I
Mhm.
don't just mean like punching someone, um, but like when it seems to me like when you're online and you're having a debate or talking to someone or whatever, it's
Mhm.
so easy to classify them simply. You know, where it's like, oh, this person thinks X, they're an enemy, therefore any kind of like judgment or thing I say about them is okay because they are my enemy. And it's like, if you
Yeah.
meet people in real life, it tends not to work out that way. I think partially because you could get your face smashed in, but
Yeah.
also just because there's a level of kind of social embarrassment that you don't want. You're not as, you know, in general, people aren't
Yeah.
as forthright, people aren't as opinionated, people aren't as confrontational. Whereas when
Mhm.
you have the pseudo anonymity of the internet, it's very easy to kind of like, it's almost like being drunk, right? Like the internet is
Yeah.
like being drunk. You have your inhibitions loosened a little bit, and then you wake up in the
Sure.
morning next to someone who, you know, you wouldn't usually sleep with. But that's beside the point. I don't
Sure.
want to. I don't want to talk about last
Not
Friday night.
specific enough. Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's an accurate kind of comparison.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I got a silent. I don't know. I don't even know what you would call it. So I said something during one of these movements that happened
Yeah.
last year, uh, denouncing people weaponizing social media movements and using them for their own personal gain and all that. And I didn't say any names, or even I wasn't really even specific about certain incidents. I simply said that I felt that it was immoral, essentially, and hypocritical to use movements to create personal drama or to air dirty laundry. All right. In that sense, I used a few tweets for this, obviously, because
I do remember vaguely.
yeah. So that happened, and then apparently, because people give a shit apparently, or want to know what I have to say. I don't know. I don't know why it mattered. I said it because I wanted to say it, and I had a platform, so I used it. And again, I wasn't attacking any particular individual. I was simply calling out the poor behavior on the general community's part.
Yeah. And
then it turned out, I guess, somebody was unhappy with this and felt personally attacked, and in their own stream, which was this section of conversation was clipped and sent to me by somebody else that heard it. They were basically denouncing me as if I cared, but it was an interesting experience to hear how my personal opinion was so offensive.
Well, yeah, it's
that they had to talk about it for like an hour on their stream.
I find often in instances like that, when it's so, when you make like a general statement and someone gets upset about it, and let's face it, probably defensive.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like, when you get defensive like that, it's because you feel attacked.
Yeah.
Which means that you're doing the thing that the person is criticizing. So you're basically saying, hey, I did these things and I'm trying to defend myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, like very often, people, and we're going like way off base here, by the way.
I know.
But this always happens. People who hop on a movement, even if they're not that, especially like
influential.
No, more like, even if they're not that into the movement, if they're like, I'll support this, it's a good cause. As time goes on, invariably, and I'm sure we've all noticed this, and then not spoken about it again, invariably, people join the movement who distort and corrupt it until it's like a shadow of what it was. But because it has its own momentum, no one will allow the movement to be called into question, or anyone supporting it, especially big support for it. So like, I don't really want to use examples. I'm sure everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Essentially, all of the people who were in it for the right reason suddenly find themselves defending horrible people who are doing horrible things because they're associated with the movement.
Right. Yeah. And guilt by association kind of deal.
And then if there's anyone, I'm use you as an example just because you mentioned you kind of spoke out.
Yeah.
If anyone speaks out and kind of like diverges from the pack, they're essentially thrown out to the lions because, and it's not because I don't think it's because the majority of the people who do it especially feel betrayed or that this person doesn't have a good point. It's because they know that if you don't go with the pack, you also get thrown out.
Right.
And it's like, this is one of the really interesting things is I see people complaining that people with a voice, people with a little bit of clout on the internet, don't like make tweets and shout out and blah blah blah. It's like, say let's use COVID as an example just because it's the current thing that's a thing. Anti people being like put a mask on, right? I haven't seen that many people running around being like, hey sheepy, why aren't you telling people to put their mask on? during your, but I have seen it with movements before where people are like, hey, you have
you're not speaking up, then clearly you're against the movement.
yeah, it's like if you're not it's not even if you're not with us, you're against us. It's if you don't mindlessly preach what we want you to say, you're an enemy, and it's so
That's what I mean, yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it's like people force obligation to speak out if you exist online. Like literally, if you have an account online and you're not posting about this movement, that means that you're with the opponents and you should be shunned.
I feel a little bit like it is almost kind of witch hunt territory where
100%.
Well, where they say it so that you'll push back, so that they can be like, oh, see, they disagree with wearing a mask. It's like, that's not what I said. You know, it's and by the way, I'm one of the only people in my fucking city apparently who wears a goddamn mask. So,
that's funny.
I went out to the shops recently, and I was like walking down the street with a mask on and everything, feeling like a right fucking wally, because everyone was like, everyone was in tight knit groups, like licking each other, and you know.
You're gonna hate me, but I'm at this point. I've thrown in the towel and said fuck it, because I am so sick and tired of like. I think the U.S. is in a different perspective. Is that no matter what we did here, people still got sick. Like mask, no mask, doesn't fucking matter. My parents are one of the most like safety oriented people. They always went out with masks. They had hand sanitizer 24/7. They never got close contact, and everyone except for me in my family got COVID.
Yeah,
every single one of them, and they were the ones who were more careful than I was. And and then I was around them the entire time that they were sick through all phases of COVID, and I still never got it.
Maybe you're just
For
immune.
me, it's just, to me, it's one of those things is like, clearly it doesn't fucking matter if you wear a mask or don't. And the funny part about it for me, and I'm sure there are plenty that disagree, hell, you might even disagree, is that I don't think that PPEs matter. I don't think that they help anything. I think it reduces overall poor sanitation and all that. I think it helps from that perspective. I just don't think it really reduces your risk of exposure.
For me, it's more like I don't go out much, and I wear a mask because it doesn't really put me out.
Sure,
because I don't go out much.
Right.
So when I do go out, I'm happy to wear a mask just in case it helps. I don't know either way. I'm willing to believe that wearing a mask does help stop spreading it, but I'm also willing to believe that it doesn't. But for me, it's like, it's you know, if I could help not spread it a little bit, then sure, whatever. But at the end of the day, if I wasn't wearing a mask and someone was like, rah, 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 I was like, I bet you're one of those cunts who went to the fucking beach the day the lockdown finished.
Me?
No, whoever shouted.
That person.
Whoever shouted at me,
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you usually... one of the things I compare it to is, very, very often... You know, the like the Salem witch trials, like it's always the people with bad intentions who call out. You know, it's like
true.
It's like very often the people who are like shouting on Facebook or Twitter saying like no one wears masks ever. You know, probably are people who are like running around licking everyone and just being, you know.
Yeah, that's probably true. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of I'm just over the whole thing. There's a whole nother set of implications in the U.S. that you probably don't give a fuck about whatsoever. But
it's been a long time since I gave a fuck about the U.S.
Yeah. I mean, like living in it and having to deal with the repercussions of political decisions is really starting to drag on me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to say that this whole last like freaking 9 years of politics has just destroyed any possibility of recovery in the United States. Like, I just think
I made a joke on shit, I can't remember what I was on. Oh, I was on 40,000 Layers on Tash's channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about the Necrontyr, who were like the Necrons before they became the Necrons. And I was talking about how the Necrontyr like broke up into super mini states and just started fighting each other. And I was like, so the US in about 10 years.
I mean, you're not even far off at all, because that's
no.
so much what it feels like. It does, you know. Anyway, well, shall we like divert away from the political side of things?
Sure.
I will go down in a rabbit hole.
We can do this another time, you and me. You know, when there's not an audience watching. No one. No, like I enjoy talking about cultural, social, and political stuff, but
no, I do too. But most people don't like listening.
Yeah, it's not even that most people don't like listening to it. Most people can't do it.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You know, like I'll just say this, and then we can move on. When me and Meta talk, it's like, oh, this thing, and it's like, oh, I disagree with that thing, and I'm like, interesting, but I also disagree with it in this way, and Meta's like, oh, interesting. It's so refreshing when the majority of your conversations are like, you know, I'm not sure about this. You support Trump. You're a Nazi, and I'm like, oh, okay. Wasn't aware that was where this debate was going, but no, to both of them actually.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't support any of the administrations that we've had or currently have.
I like Dobby.
Who?
Dobby.
From Harry Potter?
No, he was the guy who
Just fucking from Harry Potter?
Well, no, he's the politician who he was the other option as opposed to Hillary.
Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, Dobby.
Yeah, okay, why is he Dobby?
Because he looks like Dobby. and
Does he?
Well, it's because he looks like Dobby, and he's like a well-meaning little worker ant who got stabbed in the back.
Oh my god, you're not wrong. Did you see that meme of when we were doing the inauguration?
When he's sitting in his warm clothing, yes, and Dobby has his little hat on. I think someone gave him a sock to free him, but it didn't work.
Oh my god. So I saw that, and then I saw so many memes with that whole thing. I was just dying. My favorite one was we really could have done this over email instead of a meeting one, which was just like, so it felt so good, and it just resonated really well with my work situation in that week. So I was like, yep, we didn't need a meeting for this conversation whatsoever. But anyway, yeah.
So yeah,
Dobby. Okay.
I mean, you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I do. I just was like, who the fuck are you talking about? And now that I can't unsee it. Now I can't unsee it.
Dobby will be a free house elf, Harry Potter.
Oh, you're not wrong.
I know. Is there anything else you want to chat about in terms of like stuff you've done or stuff you're going to do, or you know, like this is ostensibly about you.
Well, like related to Twitch / roleplay stuff. I'm actually going to be getting back into more development features for that roleplay app that I have.
Ooh, that's going to be cool.
Yes, so I want to like have some kind of a live Discord session with creators and production people that do it on their channels, because our next big feature I have decided is going to be bits integration. Now, while I don't want to give Twitch more money, it might make it easier for creators to get a little bit more. So, so I'm gonna be looking to get some ideas and thoughts on the best way to integrate it. I've got a ton of product design for it ready to go, but you know, I need people to like validate the idea and say, yeah, that'll work, or this won't work.
Happy to help with that if I can.
Yeah, definitely. That would be super great. I'm meeting with my person that I've been developing this app with for the last, fuck if I remember how many years, forever. It feels like forever. And this was always on the books to integrate. It's just it's a big feature, like a really big feature.
Yeah.
And so we've been working on smaller things that help make it look better and give people more customization options. And
Mm,
this is like the next level. So like we've got, we have the standard stuff, the icons, and we're about to put in custom fonts. Well, more like Google font support essentially, so you can pick like the theme, like so it looks closer to like the theme of the show,
yeah.
things like that. And I want to do banner images for show titles instead of just the text. So like if you have custom branding for each show, you can use that instead of just the text that says like, Rogue Trader, whatever, blah blah blah, right? Like
Yeah.
it actually shows the banner image that you want to put in there. So that's kind of a few of the things. But the bits integration is really what's gonna, I think, help a lot of people. And that was always the point of developing it, was to help the creators get more of their information out there on the characters and like create that viewer interaction. So
It's a really nice feature to be able to have, because then you don't get people coming in being like, what's this? What's
what is
happening?
this?
Who's the?
Yeah.
Where's the? Why's the?
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
it's
Exactly.
it,
And we
it
do have hyperlinking support
yeah,
in there. So like if you have like a website or whatever
or
for those
maps,
things.
or
Yeah, exactly.
that type of
Yeah.
shit would be really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So
speaking of like you and future things,
yeah.
I have like, we won't talk about it now. We'll talk about it after. But I
Okay.
have a possible thing that you might be interested in doing on this
Okay.
channel. So
Yes.
we'll talk about
Probably. I think the answer is just going to be yes.
it. But it always is.
Yeah, I'm not a no kind of gal. I'm a yes kind of gal.
I'm just
Um,
a gal who can't say no. Da, 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 da,
I
da,
mean, I can't
da.
say no. Just it's not very often that I have to say no.
Yeah.
Um, so that's happening Twitch wise, I guess, or tabletop wise, and then hopefully once we get out of this little hiatus we're in for Alien, we'll be back to
Back and
doing
doing
that.
another
And
set of it.
yeah, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. And then whenever Wandering DM, whenever he starts feeling better, then we'll do the Cyberpunk season 2, because we left on a huge cliffhanger at the end of season 1. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So and the thing is, with season 1 of Cyberpunk, I was playing this ridiculous. Like, I mean, you'd be like, "How is this your character?" I think you may have even commented that my character, this is like the first character that's like super nice and like friendly and
Yes.
happy and
Yes.
yeah. So
I was like, where's my meta character?
the dark, crazy bitch that's gonna kill everybody.
I
That one.
even made a character like that for you.
I know.
Because I know you
It's
so well.
funny.
It was just like, I could make Meta's character for her.
Yeah, but I had to show that I can do variety, okay, guys? Like
Psh.
I gotta show. I'm like that Hollywood actress that you just gets slotted into the same evil villain role over and over again. Just
I think nowadays they just release a sex tape if they.
Oh, wow. I don't think there's any of those floating around in me. Who knows though? Jeez.
Yeah.
Me holding noodles, me holding a bowl of noodles, nude for the nudes. No,
I mean, just yeah. It's not exactly a
uh,
sex tape,
that
I wouldn't say, but
no, it's like the Instagram equivalent of a
yeah,
sex tape, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. A bowl of noodles. They're oily too. The noodles are oily. They have like olive oil on them.
Well, obviously,
Yeah. You gotta have it.
I like to butter. I like to butter my noodle.
You God damn it. That's the end of the episode. Okay.
We haven't even done the tier list. It's not the end of the episode.
I know. I'm kidding. Other than that, just life stuff, man. I'm building a house.
You are
Waiting for that shit to be done. They keep saying August, mid-August, and I'm just sitting here over here being like, well, it's raining all the fucking time here, so I hope you're right. And that's pretty much the big stuff, really. Honestly, it's just
okay.
the house and the tabletops.
Well, let me try and because I knew when we were like, yeah, let's do the Bar Brawl, I was like, I'm just gonna end up chatting with Meta for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
I'll try and do my host thing. So what's your favorite system? Like if you if I was to be like, okay, Meta, in 3 weeks, I'd give you more time than that. But in 3 weeks, we're doing you're going to be GMing a show. What would your choice be? And if I was like, Meta, in 3 weeks, you're going to be playing in a show, what would your choice be? And would they be the same?
Ooh. That is a tough one. Shit. GMing, man.
And you don't have to go for the one that's like, this is the one I'm best at. It's like the one you like to GM the most.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I feel like I would really, really love to GM. I haven't yet, but I would love to. I think I would love to GM an Alien game. Actually,
Ooh, I could see you doing that. Yeah.
Because like the system isn't overly complicated, which I really like.
Yeah.
It's my favorite genre, one of my favorite genres, and I can do so much that isn't just death all the time with Alien. Like there's a lot of other paths that aren't really explored.
That kind of like suspenseful worry and dread and yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So I think Alien would be the one if like somebody was like, you're gonna do this. I probably want to do that one. I don't want to try it out and see how I do.
For GMing, yeah.
Yeah, and then for playing, oh man, it's a toss up between Cyberpunk again because I really liked that system. It was fun, and I love the Cyberpunk universe.
Yeah.
Or going completely off the rails and going back into City of Mist as a player.
Oh yeah.
Because I miss being a player in the City of Mist because I played this really epic character and I'd love to do something different with a new character.
Well, I will never I would never forget being the person who allowed you to come back to your assassin who we mentioned earlier.
I know.
What's her name?
Sybil.
I kept wanting to say Orchid. I was like, that's
the other character.
That's the character I made for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's really tough to choose because like I really miss being a player in a lot of different systems. But I haven't. I really want to explore more with Cyberpunk, but I think maybe more than anything, I would want to go back to City of Mist because I haven't played it in so long. But hey, vampire is also on the table. I haven't been in a vampire game since
20th anniversary. 20th anniversary.
What was that?
20th anniversary. Like the version.
It was oh my god. Why am I blanking so hard on the channel? It was with oh my goodness. I can't remember. It was forever ago though. So it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It was at least 2 years ago, I would say at this point. But it was fun. I don't know. I think it would still be City of Mist as my top choice though.
Yeah. Well, we did talk about getting you as a guest for Sunkist, but just a character never really came up for you.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah. That's and Sunkist is almost over now, which means we're heading off over into Rogue Trader territory soon.
Ooh.
Should be fun.
I told you can cameo any of my characters.
Yeah.
It's, or NPCs, yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
Or I'll come on busting butts.
I think it would be interesting to revisit
Delta. What a fucking character.
I want to say one of my all-time favorite names I've had for any character, like GMing or playing or whatever. Delta Morn. What a cool name.
Oh my god, it was such a cool name. It was great.
And Rogue Trader Morn, it's like a great fucking, just everything about it. Yes. I love.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. I loved it. Oh, it was so much fun playing. She's freaking so off her hinges. Like, it was great. It was really great.
And
it was like the character I could really completely let loose with and not give a fuck about the consequences. It's just, it was great.
Same with Sybil a little bit. Like Sybil was pure chaotic energy.
Yeah, but she was like pure chaos with like a point.
Yeah.
Like she had a target. It was to literally assassinate as many Eldar as possible.
Yeah.
And then because revenge chaos. And then Delta was just like, I just want to be alive long enough.
Yeah.
I want to outlive all you motherfuckers, basically. It was just like, yeah. But she was completely, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh.
All right. What host questions? Continue.
Well, I was gonna say, if you could either re-GM something or replay a character, are there any that you feel would like hit that? Because like, I've had some people being like, oh well, my character is what my character, I wouldn't redo those experiences or anything. I kind of feel like I look back sometimes, I'm like, oh, I could have done better with that character, or like, oh, I could have done, if I know what I knew now, I could make this show better. So like, you don't have to say like, even if there's nothing you'd like to redo or retry, but if there is,
I would say that I would want to redo the second half of Reveries that I jammed.
okay.
It just got so fucking out of hand. The Dream World is a bunch of Dreamlands, sorry.
Yeah.
Is a bunch of fucking garbage nonsense that is so hard to GM. I feel like I let it get away from me, especially last half. Like,
it does
I had
definitely
this like
happen, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because so it didn't feel like what I had started off that series with. So season 1 was constantly, you're in suspense, and like there's this lingering fear that just never lets up. That was all of season 1, and I did that very pointedly and intentionally, because that's what I wanted my horror tabletop to be like.
Yeah.
And I feel like I really nailed it with that. And then season 2 started off pretty strong with that feeling, and then just devolved so fast into comedy bullshit. And like, there's a time and place for sure.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love comedy, but like, when you're trying to tell a story of like insanity and complete like misery and loss, which is what Cthulhu is supposed to be, I don't feel like I hit that by the time that the season was over. I came back a little bit with it, because I had to hit them really, really hard towards the end. But I really had to hit them hard. Like, I threw so much at them. And honestly, I railroaded them a little bit because it had gotten so far off the path that I was like, you know what? No, fuck this.
Well, there's a difference between there's a difference between a setting being absurd and comedy.
Yes.
So for example, the relationship between Sybil and the Sister of Battle, who I can't remember her name. There were two of them.
Yeah. I don't remember either.
It was the crazy twin.
Yes.
That relationship, like people can say, like, oh, Sisters of Battle don't date, they don't do romance, they blah blah blah. It's like 40K is such a dark, grimdark, like depressing place.
Yeah.
When you have two characters who are like walking down the street hand in hand in a romantic relationship, talking about how they'd totally murder each other if they were told to. That is setting appropriate comedy.
Yes.
Whereas if they were like doing cartwheels and shooting bubbles and like basically, let's say, being Harley Quinn, both of, like, or some random shit like that, it would be like, or if you just like kick down a door and start shooting everyone, and you're like, it's like, that's not it's kind of like almost forced wackiness instead of
Yeah.
like setting up, you know.
No, I agree. I think we treaded that line very well
Yeah.
when we played that way, because it wasn't even like really the focus. It was like a few short, brief moments,
Yeah.
right, that was
Well,
sprinkled in.
and it remains in character, whereas
Yes.
I find a lot of the time when people try and do comedy in TTRPGs, they forget about the character and they just do a funny thing that is available to them on a knee-jerk reaction. And
Yes.
it doesn't make sense for their character. It's like, you know,
100%.
if you've got like a very serious character who approaches things logically, and then the GM puts them in an illogical situation, the comedy comes from them being confused and frustrated by the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a logical and serious character who then randomly gets drunk and shits on the bar, you're like, okay, that was funny, but it doesn't make any sense. Like it
Yeah.
was a funny situation, but your character would never do that unless you like unless you really establish it as like, you know, they accidentally drank alcohol the entire night and didn't realize they were getting drunk and they made an ass out of themselves, and you know, etc.
Right.
But
Yeah.
even still, it's like you'd have to do a good job of establishing it for me.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's kind of the problem that a lot of people face with live shows, I
Yeah.
think, is this aspect of entertainment, and then people, instead of entertainment meaning a variety of feelings and emotions, everybody kind of just defaults to the easy option, which is comedy.
Well,
Um,
that's why I made Digby how he was.
yeah, yeah.
You remember Digby from Bloodlust?
Uh-huh. I do. I do. But his was also a dark humor.
Yeah.
And, honestly, it worked out really well, at least with the episode I was in with you, because I was able to just, I mean, I made you miserable. Let's be honest.
Well, that was Orchid, and
Yeah.
Digby was the vampire.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Sorry. Sorry.
So
My bad.
Zen,
Someone. Yeah.
Zen was the mage. Digby
Yeah.
was the vampire in Bloodlust,
Yeah.
who was a
Yeah. You're right. You're
Malkavian.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
He was good.
I remember because you came in as I want to say Charlie, but it wasn't Charlie. It wasn't Oliver. It was a name like that though. It's not too. You came in as your character, and you know, things happened, and I was playing low key for a while, and it was a lot of fun. And then low key basically became untenable because he diverged like narratively from the rest of the group, and I'd have to. I didn't want to spend my entire time distracting from the main storyline.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, Josh, I'll make a new character." And Josh was like, "Okay, cool. I've got another one of your PCs in my NPC bank now." Ding. And so I made Digby Temple Brown, who was just a ridiculous Malkavian. And I remember the first episode he was in when he got introduced, and I could hear you laughing because he was talking about like he was talking about like his piano that didn't play any music.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it didn't have any strings in it, but he could still hear the music and all that kind of crazy crap. So
Yeah, I mean, you did the Malky pretty good, because a lot of people that I've seen do Malk, they overdo it like hard, and
I would say
which
I overdid Digby just a scooch, but it was
not really, no, because like, where was that moment? We were, I don't know, in some person's house or apartment or something or another, and it was like the eye thing. You're trying to get somebody to gouge their eye out, or I don't remember
oh
what it.
I picked up a piece of like plaster like from the wall from the floor.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
gave it to them and convinced them that it was part of their brain.
Yeah, that's right.
and
That.
they're trying to stick it back in their heads.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like that's not over the. That's like perfectly logical for a Melky, right?
Yeah.
Like to do something that dark. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. That's my opinion.
And one of my I asked Josh if I could do this, and he was like, "Yeah, but you're gonna take super loads of hits on your humanity." I asked him if I could make my ghoul one of my touchstones.
Mm-hmm.
So the assistant I had was one of my touchstones and one of my like tethers to humanity, but was also my ghoul. It was pretty fucked up.
That is kind of like a there's no humanity really to tether to there, is there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I had to ask, because I was like, I'm not sure this is okay. And Josh was like, you're gonna have to take hits to it. I'm like, that's just all my characters, man. Go talk to Zen, the poor bastard.
Well, I mean, he got what he deserved, let's be honest.
Did he?
Didn't he though?
There was no good guy in that in that whole storyline.
No,
Like,
that's true.
Orchid had a very valid reason, but was doing things in a very fucked up way. And Zen was trying to make up for the shit he'd done, but he'd done really fucked up things. So it's like,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, it was great. It was brilliant. I loved it.
And it's the only time we've been two players in well, aside from Bloodlost, obviously. It's either you jamming me or me jamming you. It's you know.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a trend.
We rarely get to play together, actually, as like just player characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably because shit like that happens when we do.
That's true. Nobody wants to GM us together. Like, they're just like, what the fuck? No way. That's not happening.
So someone get the glass screen, put it in between Meta and Sheepy.
I dare somebody to come out of the woodwork and be like, we're gonna man up or woman up, and we're gonna GM you two. That's what I'd like to see.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's brave enough.
Any player, any like characters you'd like to redo or?
That one's harder. I feel pretty satisfied with most of my characters to one degree or another. Now, would there be ones I would love to bring back and like play more of? Absolutely, absolutely. Delta Definitely one of them. I feel like Sybil is in a good place to retire, so I'll leave her where she is.
We had a good storyline with the whole Dark Heresy and everything. I know we kind of left it on a cliffhanger, but it was like.
But it was like a good cliffhanger. There could be more, or maybe there isn't.
I tried to make sure that they're like you guys had completed the overarching storyline of the like. You know, do you want to kill all the Xenos or not?
Yeah.
Which I feel, and I don't want to like fluff my ego too much here, but I feel like it was a really unique 40k storyline.
It totally was. It 100% was. You know what was great about that towards the end though too is like the battle was so like insane.
Yeah.
And I really liked that because it kind of tied back in with 40k, but also was its own unique flavor, which was really nice.
I wanted to give everyone a chance to do their things in the situations. Like, so you got to fight the Eldar Warlock.
Yep.
Vandy's character got to do mechanically things, and you know,
Yeah, that's true.
I gave Hippie another chance to sacrifice his character.
Yep. One of my favorite things after all of that was said and done was when we did that stupid one shot of like the space horror thing.
Oh, the Tyranid invasion. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh man, that was the one we first tried out for like literally the very first time, the whole corruption like chaos bar thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that was. We tried to prep for it, and that got out of hand so fast.
Oh yeah, that went pretty crazy, and we had Peachy in it as well, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we should do another silly like multiple characters.
I have
just
plans
ready for death. Yeah,
I have
all
plans.
Right.
I always rely on the kindness of flamers.
Oh god. It was so much fun. But then at the end, the people that actually made it off planet, then you brought in our Dark Heresy people.
Your characters
Like,
from Dark
yeah.
Heresy, yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. I was like, oh, chef's kiss.
Did I tell you that that was gonna happen? Because
No, you didn't.
I think it was just Loke, wasn't it? Like I was like, hey, I think I messaged him in private, and I was like, I want to do this thing.
Yeah.
You know, are you cool with it? And he got ready to play the character and everything, and then I was like, okay, go. And then it just like surprised you guys, and yeah, I like doing shit like that. I like tying in universes, like settings when I can, and you know.
Yeah, no, I love that stuff. That was good. It was like a nice homage to the former party.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed. Yeah, so I don't think I'd actually replay any character, but I would definitely continue. Delta one would be like maybe not a full campaign, but I'd love to bring Delta in here and there on a 40K rogue trader thing just for funsies.
Just have a little play with and revisit.
Yeah.
For me, I'd say like I think there aren't any characters I'd like to redo. But for example, I think it'd be interesting to go back to Bloodlost now and come up with a character, because I know more about VTM now. Because I'd never played or experienced VTM before, and I feel like my characters were fine, but I think I could do better now. So I'm like, oh, it'd be really interesting to revisit that campaign and do a different character.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, hindsight's 2020 and everything. Would you like to figure out what we're going to tier list?
Okay.
Yes. So, I'm going to pee first. So we'll take like a 2 or 3 minute break, and then we'll be back to.
Okay, sounds good.
Glug glug glug.
Glug glug.
Oh.
What happened?
I just went to go get a drink.
Oh, okay. What are you drinking?
Just a Diet Coke. Hashtag not sponsored.
That's funny.
Oh, Lord, I when I was eating this morning, I like bit down on a. I think I told you about this off stream. About my tooth.
Yeah.
I bit down on something and like it really hurt on one of my teeth, and I realized that I've got like a chip in my tooth. I was like, oh, didn't know where that was a thing.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay.
Okay.
Let's figure out what we're going to tier list, shall we?
Yes.
First thing I should do is first thing I should do is move this over here. So we have the food and drink tier list, which you expressed some interest in, like just doing a food and drink thing. I was thinking we could discuss gaming, if you like, because there might be something here.
Yeah, let's try it. Whatever. I got nothing too specific, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to rank the Among Us crewmates, right?
Among Us. I never even fucking played that shit.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I played it like once or twice.
Barely.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, I played for like a couple days at most. Like, I don't know, maybe 3-4 hours total.
Yeah.
And it was mostly one was because of I was invited to play with a group of ladies for a ladies' night thing that they were doing, and then after that, I don't even really remember what else happened there.
You know, just like touching on our conversation from earlier. You know what's really funny about Among Us is it is literally the sociopathic backstabby game, and the fact that Twitch streamers are so good at it, no one talks about that.
Oh no! I was like, I don't know what it says about you guys.
Yeah,
this game.
I was the same way. I was like, is no one going to talk about this? Because I find it really funny.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
But yeah, that's fine. I don't know. Like, I'm looking through here. I'm just like, I don't know what there's like Overwatch.
So okay, so this tier, what, like, we talk about the specific things in the tier? What is this?
Yeah, essentially you just rank them based on what you prefer.
That's hard to, like, you know, I'm kind of like a one-trick pony when it comes to games, you know?
Yeah.
I got a couple that I'm okay with, and then I just don't play a lot. You play so many more games than I have ever played in my life.
It's true. Like, it's true. I am awesome.
Yeah, I'm useless, basically. Is what.
But you know, it's just like for example, I love Terry Pratchett. I had to rank all of the Terry Pratchett novels. It almost killed me.
Right, because you're nerdy enough to like have.
Okay,
have
well, there's no need to be a dick about it. I'm just, I don't know, I'm looking here. It's like this. Oh, I could do the Smite Gods at some point.
See, I don't know anything about Smite.
Oh god, I love Smite and the Smite Gods. That's interesting. I may have to do that at some point because I enjoy that. I don't know. Are there any games that like any games,
like the only
TV shows, films?
Shit. I don't know. Like, my favorite game of all time is the Mass Effect trilogy. Okay, I'm that person. And then like, and then outside of that, you know, I never really played too many retro games. Like, my primary was probably like Super Mario Bros. That's about it.
Yeah.
I didn't really get a chance to play a lot of different games, I'll say. I played a lot of gaming. Like, I did a lot of gaming, but I didn't play many different games.
Well, there's tier the Mass Effect trilogy characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right, I'll send it over you.
Okay. So so I do it, and then you do what with that?
So give me a sec. Let's get it to about.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll go 1 to 5.
Okay.
This is top to bottom. 6 to 10. 11 to 15. I'm
not gonna remember all this.
It's alright. All that really needs to happen is for me to put it up because it'll be up on mine.
I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Who is this?
That's fine.
Okay.
Then just in case, we'll go with, and we can always rename the tiers once they're done and everything. So we'll go 26 to 35, and that should be fine. We'll, if you don't know someone, then it'll just be like, who the fuck are you, brah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the problem is that like these pictures are not helpfully clear to who they are.
Yeah.
At all.
So how many of them do you know?
Most of them. There's a few in here that
if there's a couple you're not sure about, then we can just put them in. Who the fuck are you, brah?
Like, it would be super cool if somebody would tell me who's this supposed to be. Yeah.
Okay, so I am turning on there we go. So.
Okay, you did this. Okay.
Yes. So what we'll do is...
I love that. Sorry, who the fuck are you, bruh? That's funny.
We'll go from the top left, and go right, and then just go through all of them. So.
Okay. I feel like I think that's Tally. I'm pretty sure that's Tally.
Tally. Okay.
Is that Tally? Is the question? I'm literally looking at source code right now. That's not helpful though. I don't know where they get these little.
It's okay. If you're not sure, we can always leave them till later, and if you run into Tally, then you know it's not Tally, kind of thing.
I think it's Tally. It looks like Tally.
We'll rank it.
No, that's not Tally.
Okay,
that's not Tally.
Tally.
No, it's not Tally.
We'll put,
because I found her at the very bottom.
We'll put this one in who the fuck are you, brah, and we can always redo them if you. So next person is also got a mask on.
I feel like I might know who that is, but I don't remember.
Okay, no problem. Next person is also got a boss. Are we putting all these boss people in who the fuck are you, brah?
It's hard to tell which ones they are, because they don't have too many distinguishing.
We'll just throw these 4 in there for now. So, old man with navy hat.
Oh my god, he's best. One of the best.
Oh, really?
No, just kidding. He's kind of an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Let's put him like mid tier.
Well, okay.
So tell me how these numbers work.
Okay, so how this works is old man in navy hat.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't remember. It begins with an H.
So H goes at the very bottom.
Okay.
And now what we do is we take the next guy, who is Tentacle Face, Mecha Zoidberg.
Oh my god, he's not Tentacle Face.
Yeah, no, he's Mecha Zoidberg.
No.
No?
That is Silas. He's from Mass Effect 1.
Okay.
He dies almost immediately.
Wow.
So he's like not super important to me.
Okay, so is he better or worse than Admiral Face? Admiral Hat.
Admiral Hackett. That's what his name is. He's worse because he really doesn't do very much.
Okay. So this is how. So we now go to Star Wars Girl.
That is not Star Wars Girl. That is what's her name? She's played by the chick that does oh god, what is her name? Arya Talok is her full name. She's an epic badass. Like, I love her. Yes.
So is she better than Metal Zoidberg?
Yeah, it's not metal. They're not metal. Oh my god. Yeah, she's definitely better than both of them.
Okay. So she goes up to the top now. Now I know who this is. This is Square Jaw McButtface.
I don't remember what his impact is on the story. I'll be honest with you.
Well, this is all just tiered. How like you could have a character who's in for 5 seconds, but you just love them, and they can be at the top if you like. I don't
remember. I don't remember what part of the story. I think he's in the second one, but I could be completely wrong.
Okay.
Like, I don't remember his story at all. I just know I recognize him. I just don't remember his story.
So is he better or worse than Metal Zoidberg?
Worse.
Okay, so he stays at the bottom, where he belongs. Square Jaw Buzzcut Man. Now we have passive aggressive science teacher.
Ashley.
Ashley.
Okay, so Ashley's one of the main companion characters. I can't remember. You'd have never played Mass Effect, have you?
I've never played Mass Effect.
Yeah, see, you're just unbelievable.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I know. Thank you.
So okay, so I personally am not a big fan of her. I know that she was very popular amongst the male players because she's got a nice butt.
Everyone loves a passive-aggressive science teacher.
Yeah, so I will say she's probably better than Metal Octopus Man, but not better than Hackett.
Not better than Admiral Hatface?
Okay. No, okay, wait. I gotta think about this now.
Yeah,
I think that she has some redeeming qualities about her.
Okay.
Let's put her above Admiral Hackett.
Okay.
Hatman. Hatface.
And now we have multiple mouth frog face.
Oh, he is bad guy. Yeah, you know what? He doesn't even make it above Jawman. I think just keep him where he is.
Yeah, no, he does. He doesn't beat the person you can't really remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's kind of a whiny bitch. I'm not gonna lie.
Next up we have Nina 7.
Excuse me, she is better than everybody else. That is the main character. That is the female shepherd, and she's a redhead, so automatically #1 all the time. Will always be.
Well, we'll see. Yep. We'll see. But for now,
no, forever.
Is she better than Star Wars Girl?
She's better than all of them.
Better than, okay. And then we have Nuna 7.
Whatever. I've never played as a male shepherd.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Can you like?
Who the fuck
can
are
you
you,
put him in the?
Who the fuck are you, bro?
That's how unimportant he is to me.
Wait.
Sorry, Mark Weir, but like, no thanks.
He goes below who the fuck are you, bro? In male PC.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
And now we have Semper Fi, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. He needs to forever live on. Okay. So that's David Anderson, right? So he is like BFF to Shepard. So second, not the best, but second best out of this list so far.
Is he better than Star Wars Girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have Tron.
Oh, that's the AI for let's put above Jawman.
Yeah. Is he not
and above one more above that.
Okay. He's not better than
better.
Better?
Yeah, that's good. That's right there. Yeah.
Does he have redeeming qualities?
I feel like that significant lore and information. So like as somebody who's like a lore fan, I appreciate the information provided by them.
Wouldn't that put him above the passive aggressive science teacher?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Now next up we have Karen.
Fucking goddamn reporters! I hated her so much. Okay. I fucking
Is it accurate? I just guessed. I don't know any of these characters. I was just like, that's probably a Karen.
Karen. Yeah. I mean, she's not as bad. I just didn't like her. She was very invasive. She was on the ship. I didn't really want her on the ship. I just felt I didn't like it.
Yeah.
She can stay where she is.
Oh, really? Is she?
Yeah.
Is she even worse than multiple mouth frog face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I just Diana something Allers, I think something like that. Just not a fan. Not a fucking fan.
Wait 1 sec. I need to look up something.
Okay.
Next up we have Trevor.
God.
I mean, doesn't he look like Trevor from GTA 5?
Kinda, yeah. He was actually a pretty shitty person. In the stories, if I recall correctly. I think wasn't he the one? He did some pretty fucking corrupt shit. Unless this is a different person I'm thinking of, but we're gonna go with my initial.
Okay, initial gut.
Yeah, and he's still slightly better than the reporter.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, just because they're bad people doesn't mean they're not interesting characters.
Yeah, that's true. He was definitely more interesting than Reporter.
What about multiple mouth frog face?
No, no,
No?
no,
No?
not but no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
In that case, Femshep moves up, and we'll keep going. Oh, what's the name? We've got Mirage.
Dr. Chalkwest.
No,
Yeah,
it's the bad girl from Incredibles, first one.
I don't remember. She is better than the teacher, science school teacher, or whatever, librarian. I don't know, whatever you named Ashley.
Passive aggressive school teacher, science teacher.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, better.
Her name is Mirage. My God, I'm a genius.
Okay.
You know the girl with the white hair who tries and seduces Mr. Incredible in the first one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And in that case, Semper Fi moves up to just behind Femshep.
Nice.
And now we have. I'm gonna run out
Oh.
of. He looks. You know what? Now we have Steve Jobs.
Steve fucking Jobs. Okay, so like, this guy, he's a a-hole politician, and he like legit. The story around him made me rage and swear at him so many times. So I would say he's pretty up there because of just pure interest levels.
Yeah.
Let's put him above the green cyber face thingy.
Okay. No, but not above passive aggressive science teacher.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because they argue.
Yeah.
Like they kind of have like disagreements between them, the both of them.
Okay. Now we have carnivorous sperm.
That is Edie's non-physical body form.
Who is Edie?
Edie is the onboard AI, introduced as a virtual intelligence. She's actually a full-blown artificial intelligence.
Oh.
It
presumably so you can romance her.
No, not exactly. So
Cortana?
she is actually. This is what Cortana would look like if it were in some kind of projected form.
I believe that.
So I think that before the next part, I think that she doesn't have too much impact. I would put her above school teacher.
So we're moving up Mirage. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have VR Twi'lek.
So that's the body version of Edie.
Oh, okay. Does her having a body make her more important or interesting?
Yes, because then she starts to go
do stuff to it, right?
No, because then she goes on missions with you and has very interesting contributions, like the dialogue between you and the other people, and she becomes more interested and curious about how people function. Like there's like that level of the sentient AI, right? Like having that curiosity.
Yeah.
So she goes
above.
She goes above herself.
Okay,
yeah.
But not above Mirage.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not doing too badly so far.
Although, hold on.
Okay.
Let me think about this because
it sounds
Edie,
like more interesting than carnivorous sperm.
Yeah, she's definitely. You know what? I'm gonna put her above Mirage. Actually,
I like that you're adopting my nicknames for everyone because I don't know who anyone is.
I know, that's why even if I tell you.
I didn't even know that this was Femshep and Shep. I was just like, who are these characters?
Unbelievable.
What about Gladiator?
Okay, so this is the female Krogan. I can't remember her name. I think it's like Eve or something like that. She's pretty important, but you don't get to talk to her for very, very long. So I would put her above Steel Octopus Face person.
Okay.
I can't remember
but not
who
above
named him.
Admiral Hat?
No. No, because you have more interaction with Admiral Hackett.
Okay. In that case, Evie, did I get that right? Evie moves up.
I think it's Edie. Well, Edie.
ED. Okay.
Edie. Yeah.
Next up is 12-year-old boy.
And that is the female character.
I know. That's
okay.
I stand by what I said.
Man, I honestly barely remember the interactions with this character. I know that she was on the ship. She was kind of annoying to talk to.
Like a 12-year-old boy, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just
less
cementing the
annoying
nickname.
than the reporter, but less interesting than Space Face.
Space Face.
So like,
wait, who's Space Face?
The one with you said frog or I don't remember
multiple mouth frog face.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so
one
about
under.
there. Oh,
yeah, one under.
She's less interesting than Trevor.
Yeah.
You know what this means? You've now moved up, passive aggressive science teacher.
Oh no.
Yeah. Next up we have Greg.
Garrus, okay, put him second, like literally next to FemShep.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
Is he not better than?
No, I mean it's hard to be better than FemShep. Don't you dare put it back.
Is he not?
No.
And Semperfi is not as good.
No.
So I feel like the gap currently. The big gap is like Semperfi and Greg.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You were really close because his name is Garrus.
I know. I was quite impressed when you were like Garrus. I was like, oh, so close.
Yeah, I know. It was good.
And now we have Itawula Wookie Nipple Pinchy.
Okay. We're gonna go right.
Wait,
above
where is his eyes? Does he have like?
He has
does he have mega brows?
His name is Grunt. And actually, the bickering in Mass Effect 3 with him is actually really hilarious. I will put him. I'm gonna
rename him to Crow Magnus.
Crow Magnus. Okay. Put him at the above no, next line.
Passive aggressive science teacher?
Past her to right after Mirage.
Ah, okay, so Mirage is still better than Crow Magnus.
I don't know. No, she's not. Put him above Mirage.
Yeah. What about sex toy?
Oh my fuck.
Is he better?
No.
Did you need a moment to recover there?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I just gotta fucking Jesus. Okay. No, we're good.
Next up seems like it's butt plug.
Wow. Okay. First and foremost, that is a Reaper. I think that's the main harbinger.
Yeah.
If the image is correct, that would be Harbinger. Harbinger is first and foremost, like the Reaper lore is phenomenal. And they're some serious force to contend with. So I'm gonna put Reapers just after what did you call him? So next line up, right after or right before Star Wars lady that you called her.
Oh, yeah. So that's Semperfi. And seeing as you have such respect for this, I will rename them to Douche.
Oh, you're renaming Anderson to Douche?
No. The butt plug is now Douche.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
I could go with Turkey Baster if you're more comfortable with that, but it doesn't really look like a Turkey Baster.
Nope, we're good.
Okay. Mr. Bland?
I don't remember who he is. He looks familiar. I just have no recollection as to the importance of this person.
Okay, let's put him here.
Yeah. Ugh, Jacob.
let's uh
That's Jacob.
I'm trying to think of something to.
I know.
It's gotta be Emperor something. Emperor Goatee.
I feel like just put him at the top, the front of this row.
Yeah, he's not better than. He looks like he has gravitas.
He's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Doesn't mean he's not an interesting character.
He's not that interesting.
Oh well. Speaking as an annoying person, that kind of wounds my soul. But okay. Which would also put him up here and put Femshep up into the next tier.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Next up we have Asylum Escapee.
Vega. Okay. So Vega, he's got some good bickering moments in the third one. He's only introduced in the third one, but aside from that, he's not all that interesting to me. He doesn't have that much dialogue. I'll put him like right next to Emperor or whatever you named him.
I'm in front or behind?
Behind.
Also, I'm renaming Emperor Goatee. He is now Emperor Shit Sniffer because he looks like he's continuously smelling poo.
Oh my god. Really?
Wait, bottom of the list? Really? Oh.
Some people really didn't like Vega.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like I liked him better than some of the side characters, but only because of the few scenes that you get in the third one in the DLC. All right, this guy. This is Javik. He was a very good for gameplay. He had some really good utility, but
oh, was he like a main follower?
I mean, so all the people at the top of the list, 3, 4, 5 of them are possible followers on that 16 through 25 line.
Okay.
So anyway, okay, so I would put Javik. I would put him. He had really they put in a lot of time in exploring
Squidward.
Lore for. Okay, so put Squidward right before Mirage.
Squidward Shellface.
Yeah.
There we go.
I also the two of them that are right next to each other, the Squidward and the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually argued a lot. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Next up is UPS guy.
That's Joker. He's amazing. Good stuff. Let's put him. Oh god, this is gonna be a tough one.
Is he going up? Is he higher than Femshep?
No, fuck no.
Is he higher than I can't remember what I called this guy?
No, he's not in that line. No, that's not happening. Let's put him.
Is he higher than Douche?
Oh my goodness. Let's see.
Star Wars girl.
I can't just. I think okay. Go right after Sex Toy.
Right after Sex Toy.
Yeah. Fuck.
Title of my autobiography. Now we have guys. What's the name of the guy from the friend of in Mortal Kombat? In the most recent film, he's the friend of Kano. Shit, I can't remember his name.
And he's about as good as that person that has no capability. He's really annoying, actually. I can't stand him. Fuck that guy. He kills somebody that's important, and I can't stand it. Okay, so let's put him.
In that case, let's call him Cockboy.
Yeah.
With a BOI. Just to make it even more douchey.
Okay, let's put him.
He does look like a discount Neo.
Yeah, let's put him at right. I kind of want to almost leave him there.
Yeah? Is he worse than Reporter?
Yeah.
Really?
No, that's a really tough choice. It's like really right between the two of them.
Yeah. Which one would you save in a fire?
Ooh, definitely him because he can fight.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You can
helped.
just swap them. Yeah.
I thought you were going to be like, the fire.
Is that an option?
No.
Is that the option?
No, I'm not giving you that option.
Damn it.
Let's go with second string quarterback.
Oh my god, fucking Caden. I let him die every single time. Fuck that guy. He's like, he shouldn't even be allowed to be on this list at all. We should have like a category of why are you even here?
Okay.
Oh no, now I have to redo these. And fuck that guy.
Well, it sounded like you hated him more than like you didn't even want him on the list, whereas the reporter you were okay with.
Yeah, that's true.
Should we carry on, or would you like to rank this guy?
No, we can move on. Am I allowed to make adjustments?
Yeah, all the time. I encourage it.
Okay, okay, because at this point I'm feeling like fourth one from the far back on 26 through 35, because I legit like cannot remember who the fuck he is. You should just be like, who the fuck are you, bro?
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I don't remember who he is.
Any more? Is Mirage better than Squidward? Is Star Wars Girl better than Douche?
No. Leave that. That top list is perfect.
Okay.
Is that who that is? Is that Conrad? Yeah, fuck that guy. F that guy. Put him in the fuck that guy column.
What, Trevor?
The one that we just moved. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, so I have a name.
That's not Conrad. That's the Jawface one. Jawface is Conrad.
Jawface
right?
is Conrad?
I think that's Conrad. I feel like I vaguely remember this. I think that's Conrad. Yeah, move him to fuck that guy.
This one?
Yeah.
And this guy back to... No, I guess who the fuck are you, bro? Okay.
Yeah.
So...
Both
next up is, Darth Sextoy.
That's Kasumi. Kasumi, I think is her name.
I guess technically it's Sex Doll, but either way.
I'm still stuck on these two dudes.
Oh, but ignore them.
Can we just put all three of them in the fuck that guy column?
Sure, of course.
Okay.
This is your list, Meta.
Yeah, okay. She's actually pretty good. She's a stealthy assassin. I really like her. And she's got some spunk. She's a little bit sassy.
Well, if she's a Darth Sextoy, she probably does have some spunk, yeah.
Fucking goddamn it. Oh my god. I hate life right now. Okay,
that's fair.
I will say
she looks porcelain, that's all I'm saying. Also, don't buy a porcelain sock sex doll. I don't think that will work out well for you.
That's probably a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put her in
the closet where she belongs.
Let's put her right before Emperor, whatever you renamed him to.
Emperor Shitsmeller. So
yeah,
she's a stealthy assassin, which is something I know you love, and she doesn't go above passive aggressive science teacher.
Well, the problem is they didn't give me a lot of story with her. Like I really would have liked to have gotten more interactions, but they didn't really give us. They only had her in the final game of the trilogy, whereas Ashley, the teacher, she's been in all of it.
Oh,
like,
okay.
all three of them. So it's like you have more interactions, you know.
Okay.
So it's kind of yeah.
All right. That works for me. And the actual original sex doll moves up.
Yep.
Next up is Meta as a MILF.
Oh, wow. No, fuck you. Don't ever put me in that group. No. Kelly Chambers is a pain in the ass. All she says is, Commander, you have a new message at your private terminal, over and over again, and I just want to punch her in the face.
Look, it's a redhead with short hair, and as we all
No,
know,
she's barely even a redhead.
As we all know, when women get to a certain age, they go short hair if they want to be a MILF.
Not. Absolutely not.
I'm sorry, I'm looking, but there's no other possibility.
No, FemShep has short hair.
Okay, you know what? You know what? If you reject Meta as a MILF, I'm going to choose one of these other people to be Meta as a MILF, and you won't know which one.
That one is not me.
Okay, fine. That's what I'm doing then.
I am FemShep.
Fine, that's what I'm doing then.
I'm FemShep.
That's what I'm doing. Carry on.
Okay.
Where's she going?
Can you put her in fuck that guy?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. You know what? Put the reporter down there too. Fuck them.
No, you can't relegate everyone. You have placed the reporter. You must accept it.
God damn it.
Next up is Surprise Pikachu.
I don't remember. I think that's Donnelly. He is he's like the one that is also with the 12-year-old boy.
Okay, that's disturbing.
They're like not with, but like they work together. I don't know if they're with each other. Who knows? Yeah. I would say he's like right on par with her. So like just above wannabe Neo.
Okay, so he's underneath her.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll notify the authorities later. Grimdark GLaDOS.
Ooh, yeah. Legion is a badass. Okay, let's put Legion right before Grunt, which was something Magnus.
Oh, Cro-Magnus?
Yeah.
Is this person less interesting than the UPS guy?
Yes, because we don't get as much interaction with him.
Okay.
However, I will say that Legion has a lot of very interesting moments. Oh, there is that one really good moment. Oh.
How accurate is Grimdark GLaDOS, by the way, as a name?
Not at all.
Oh, crap.
I mean, it's a good name. It's just not accurate to the character. It's an AI, but like a hive mind AI that represents the conglomerate of the Geth.
So I should have I should have gone with cyber tyrannid.
Yeah, except for less killy. I don't know. Actually, the Geth do wipe people out. Okay, hold on. I have to really think about this because.
Oh yeah, I enjoy torture.
There is a really important story moment between Tally and Legion. Oh God, this is a tough choice.
Is it the case of good all the way through versus amazing moment? If in terms of like UPS guy,
it's both though. Like so, Joker he's like a really solid pick throughout the entire trilogy, and that like he's very loyal to Shepard, and there's a lot of like. This is a tough choice. I think I'm gonna keep Legion where he is though.
Okay. Yeah. Next up is Never Been Kissed.
Oh my God, you're so not off with that. Okay,
really?
So she starts in the first one as like this very innocent, kind of naive character with like she's an archaeologist. She's at this dig site. You save her, but then she becomes this ultimate badass in the second one. So she like she's got really great story arcs. Fuck.
It's good I went with Never Been Kissed because the other option was surprise butt sex. just the expression on her face.
I never romanced this character. She's a romance option, but I never romanced her because I don't know, like the impression she gave me in the first game, I was just not interested.
You don't like the naive innocent ones.
Yeah, not really. God, but she does. They gave her a very good story arc. She's a very strong character throughout the entire trilogy, and she gets better over time. I'm gonna have to put her next to just above the other Star Wars girl.
Oh,
just Just above though, because it's a close call. Because Liara and top row.
Just above?
Yeah.
She's not better than Douche?
No.
Okay. Douche is all about the surprise butt sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's move on to actual Star Wars character, like literally ripped from Star Wars. It has the same goddamn head shape and everything.
Okay, so this is Major Kirahi. He has a very, very good speech, and that's about it.
He also,
but
he's also a mountain in America.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put him above a school teacher.
Passive aggressive science teacher.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, that moves Legion, also known as Grimdark GLaDOS, up to the next tier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the hold the line speech. That's right. It's a very good speech. It's a very nice military speech.
Would you care to recite the speech?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
I
don't know it by heart. I'm not gonna lie. As much of a fan of Mass Effect as I am, I'm not. Oh, I can't wait for you to tell me what you come up with for this girl's name.
Give me a sec.
This is gonna be good. Do you want her real name or do you want it after?
Kate Blanchett.
Matriarch Venezia is her actual name. Have you
seen Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett plays Hela in that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know. That's what's funny.
Yeah.
She's not as cool as Hela. She's Liara Tisoni's mom.
Well, Hela's not that cool either, to be fair.
Well, not in the movie. She isn't.
Oh, no.
Okay, so let's put her above steel face octopus, whatever you call him, metal octopus face.
Metal Zoidberg.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But she's not better than Gladiator or Admiral Hat.
No.
Okay.
Nope. No Gladiator. I can't.
Next up is
that's Brooks. I can't remember very many interactions with her. I don't think I ever really talked to her too often.
Batwoman.
I will put her above I don't remember what you renamed him, something shitface or whatever.
Oh, Emperor Smell Shit. Shit smells.
Although hold on. Let me think about this. Let's I mean Brooks wasn't bad, but she wasn't really that important to me. And there wasn't that much like interaction back and forth.
You know what? I'm gonna call her Radcat.
Okay, put her above 12-year-old boy.
Oh, everyone's above the which moves you to you and moves Crow Magnus up to the next tier.
Sweet.
Elizabeth Booker.
Miranda Lawson.
Who's called Elizabeth Booker because she looks like the girl from Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah. She really pissed me off.
Right.
But the writing...
In an interesting way?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think, is like she really annoyed the fuck out of me because her stance on things was really skewed, but
that butt though, apparently.
Oh yeah, she's got like dat booty.
She got sure. Donk, or is it just...
Let's put her...
Is it toit?
I'm trying to compare to Ashley here, and I feel like she's better than Ashley.
Don't you mean Ashley? It's so tough.
God fucking damn it! All right, put her above passive aggressive science teacher.
Oh, okay. Okay, which means we don't quite have all. There's more numbers than I thought there was, but currently puts Femshep to top 5.
Obviously.
Okay. go 36 to 45 for now. Next up is hemorrhoids.
Wow, how could you say that about one of the best characters ever written
Because
in
he
any
has a
game?
bumpy head that looks like hemorrhoids.
He is the best scientist Solarian, okay?
Yeah, well, the best
There's a whole
scientist
song from
Solarium
him.
is a hemorrhoid.
Put him right above the innocent, whatever you called her, Liara.
Never Been Kissed?
Yeah, Never Been Kissed.
Okay. And that moves this motherfucker up one. I can't even remember what I called him at this point.
Gary, I think. His name is Garrus. Or Greg. You called him Greg, and his name's Garrus.
That's right, he's Greg. And then we'll go for Queen Smug Bitch. Who legit, like, Queen smells her own farts.
They smell like fucking rainbows. So she's super powerful.
Is that why she looks like she's huffing her own fuel?
Sure. Oh man, this is yikes. Okay, so she has actually a really interesting story in 3, in the third one, but we don't really get to experience too much with her. I'm gonna put her just below. Ooh.
Is she related to Never Been Kissed?
No, actually. But she's
they just go to the same hairdresser.
Yeah, they all go to the same hairdresser. Okay, we're gonna shit. Okay, we're gonna put her right after Never Been Kissed.
Oh, so you've got all are these all the same race? These 3?
Yes. Yeah. This is a tough choice for me because so the reason why is because she has a mutation in her bloodline where they are essentially like succubi.
Interested.
Yes. So she basically in the story asks you to help hunt down the last of her children who have this mutation and are killing people. And it's a very interesting experience because it's a side of the race that you don't really get to know about until the very end of the trilogy. And it's just a very unique experience and storyline, but also that area of lore and everything was very intriguing to me. So I'm gonna place her there, I think.
Okay, I'm down with that. And hey, you can always change
powerful.
it if you like your opinion shifts. You can always change it. Just FYI, we've got 2 Darths coming up. First up is inverted Darth Maul.
Oh wait, is this Nihilus? Oh yeah, that's Nihilus. He had the red gear at the beginning of the game. Okay, so then who was the other fucking guy? I don't remember. Anyway, whatever. He is so Nihilus would probably be about the same place as the other guy that's there. I'm trying to remember who he is.
What other guy?
Was that the right after
this guy?
Yeah.
Zoidberg, Metal Zoidberg.
Yeah. I can't. Let's put him right before him.
Okay.
Who was that then? Who the fuck? White and gray? He must have been. Who am I thinking of? He was the. Oh, okay. He was the head of CSAC, I think, on the Citadel. If that's who I think it is, which then his placement is fine. You can leave him there.
He's good though?
Yeah.
Good, because I've grown attached to Metal Zoidberg.
Okay. That's good to know.
Next up is Darth Fishlips.
Oh my god. Okay, so she's the female version.
This is a lady? Okay.
The female version of Metal Zoidberg, yeah.
Oh. Better or worse than... I'm assuming kind of around this area.
You only really get a very short interaction with her, so I'm gonna put worse.
Worse than multiple mouth frog face?
No, put her between the two of them.
Okay, so right there. Right. Which means that fake Neo goes there. Next up is Father.
Who the fuck is... I don't even remember who that is.
Do you just want to say it then?
Yeah, who the fuck are you, bruh?
Okay.
That's I don't even remember who that is. That doesn't even look like the same game.
it does look like the pre-remastered or some shit, doesn't
Right?
it? It's like next up is Testicular Torsion.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. He's... I can't remember where he's from. We're just gonna leave him right there. Well, I'll put him at the front of that row.
Okay. Because fuck this row.
Yeah, pretty much. That's just the throwaway role.
Next up will be...
Ugh. Oh my god.
Oh,
her.
what's the name of that you know, you could go to the webpage and ask it questions and it would reply and learn. It was like
Dude, that's like basically what she is. Yes.
Yeah. What the hell is the name of that, guys? Someone.
I don't remember. Her name is Samantha Trainer, but I don't know whatever. I don't like her very much. I avoided most of my interactions with her. She does come on to you though as a female character. Probably as a male character too, I imagine, but
Yeah.
still. Yeah. I was like not interested.
I'm trying to remember what the fucking what the name of that because I want to call her it. There's like a web page you could go to and you'd be like hello, and she'd be like furry porn because she learned from the internet, and what she learned was a whole load of dirty shit.
Oh wow.
Oh crap, I can't remember what it is. Anyway, that's what she is. That's what I was gonna name her. Is she where she is now? Just leave her there, or
One above the reporter.
because she comes onto you, right?
No, but just because like she's slightly less horrible than the reporter.
Okay. So next up is Princess Fart Sniffer to go along with Queen Fart Sniffer.
We're gonna put her right after Never Been Kissed.
Right.
I don't even need to think about that one.
What is it with you and this species?
That's her mom. That's the mom of the one on the right.
Why do you want to bang all this species? So weird.
I don't want to bang them. They have very unique stories.
Okay.
You don't like your staff much. That's actually a very interesting observation.
Let's go with Nautilus.
Not terrible. That's Saren.
Oh, it's a person.
Yeah, that.
No, sorry. I thought it was a ship.
No.
In that case, let's go with feline squish face.
Okay. We'll put Saren at the front of the 16 through 25 list.
Oh, okay. Wait, have I messed this up slightly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, okay, so this goes to here, this goes to here, this goes to here. There we go, everything's back. Everything's in its proper place, where it should be, and Meta's bang list is unsullied.
Okay. Great.
Next up is Nano Crab?
That is actually Sovereign. It's like, so it's the first main ship of the first, like it's the main bad guy next to Saren. Basically, he controls Saren. So fuck,
She's into fish, okay.
I'm into fish. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's go with that. Whatever. Go with that. Fish are pretty cool to look at, you know?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so Sovereign is pretty cool, but not as cool as Harbinger, which is the other guy. I'm gonna put Harbinger. I'm sorry, Sovereign. Let's put him at, or it, I guess, because there's technically no gender. Right above, right after Legion, which is the right before Magnus, whatever.
This?
No. Down a row. The Magnus Prime, whatever the fuck you call them.
Yeah. I'm with you.
That one, yeah. There you go.
Wait, did I? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. So what I did was I did this wrong, and it should be like this. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, next up is...
Oh, God. This guy. Cortez.
Is Gary's
fuck
mod?
That guy. Just fuck that guy. He goes in the fuck that guy column.
Oh, I had a name for him. It was Gary's mod. He looks like a Gary's mod thing. Stalker.
Wow. Okay. First of all, Tally is one of the most amazing characters.
I'm talking about the game series Stalker, which is an acronym.
Okay.
So, unruffle your feathers. Okay.
No, my feathers are too ruffled to unruffle.
My feathers have been ruffled, and there's no stopping it. Where does Tony go?
She goes right after UPS guy.
UPS guy. Ah, there's UPS guy. Okay. Ah, you're moving down some important people right now. The 12-year-old boy, I think it was 14.
Can I move? Wait. Can I move somebody to fuck that guy?
Maybe. Depends who it is.
The guy at the front of 26 through 35.
Him?
The politician.
This guy?
Yeah. Because seriously, can you put him at the front of fuck that guy? Because he's like ultimate fuck that guy.
Okay, sure. I mean, you know, it's fine, I guess. So
you said I could, okay?
Yeah, no. I thought you were gonna like switch around the tiers, you know, be like, oh, actually, this person is better than this. You just want to fuck all these people, is fine.
No, it's just, he's an asshole, and I hate him, and he just ugh. So, I punch him in the opportunity that you get to punch him.
Next up is Darth Maul fish person.
A seer. She's okay.
Does she go with all the other fish people?
No, definitely not even close.
Okay.
Let's keep her. We'll put her right after. What'd you call her with the? Oh God, I don't remember. I don't remember what you called any of them. She's like 2 down from Gladiator.
Gladiator 2 down. So like here.
Like right after the matriarch Benezia person.
Here.
One more to the left.
Like this?
Yep. Yes, that's the
one. That's Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, sorry, Kate Blanchett. Hella. Alright.
Now we will go with Man in the Iron Mask, but pouty.
Oh, poor thing. Okay. Yikes. He's got an interesting story. He's a very short-lived character. He gets murdered by wannabe Neo. Oh. Yeah. How about that? Oof. Let's put him right.
He looks like a male model that fell into a vat of like. Oh my God. Like what's the like plastic, you know, just like fell into it. He's got really pouty lips.
I don't know. All right, we're putting him above shit face or shit eater or whatever.
Emperor smells shit. Emperor shit smeller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Move them down. Oh, Batwoman's fell to 36. Next up is Jesus.
That's the catalyst. That's the catalyst. Honestly,
iridescent poop.
I have a lot of split feelings about. So this is the ending of the game.
Yeah.
This moment, the catalyst. Like the thing that So I would say from importance level for like the overall trilogy, it's pretty important, everything that happens in that moment.
Yeah. But if it's right at the end, then it's kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like rate that because partly want to say fuck that guy. Like part of me wants to say fuck that guy, like really hardcore, right? And then the other part wants to rank them, but like I'm kind of leaning in the F that guy direction.
Yeah.
What are you doing? No, FemShep? No, absolutely not. You. Okay, I'm gonna delete you right now.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen. No, I'm just kidding. Put the catalyst F that guy. You take that back. You take that back. The heathen.
So next up is headlamps.
The collectors. Actually pretty interesting story. Put the collectors right after. No, don't you? Hey! You can't. This is my list, not yours.
Okay.
Remove the more femshep than femshep.
I have. He's back. He's back where he should be.
No, change the category name.
Okay.
Just say sorry, Mark Mirror. Okay, sure. Whatever. I don't care. All right, let's put the collectors second from the front on 16 through 25.
16 through whereabouts?
16 through 25.
Second from the left?
Yes.
So just in front of Cat Squishface?
Yeah.
Okay. Move that
Actually, down. Would he really? No, one more down from that.
Okay. He's better than Mirage?
I feel like Cat Squish, yeah, more interesting than Mirage.
Okay. Next up is David Hasselhoff.
Okay, the elusive man.
It really is David Hasselhoff. What the fuck happened to that guy?
Just put that in the F that guy column, please.
F that guy? Okay.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's an asshole.
And
he controls you and lies. I mean, there's all sorts of just fuck that guy.
Next up is Majora's Mask.
Oh, the Shadow Broker. You know, when I first played through that mission, he was actually really annoying to fight. The concept of the Shadow Broker is cool, but that actual character design is not great. So I'm gonna leave that there.
Really? Not better than Reporter, bitch?
Yeah, no, because there's really nothing like there was no emotion evoked from me too much with like the Shadow Broker, whereas Reporter, at least I wanted to like punch in the face.
He's just like Karen too.
Yeah.
Electric fuck you, boogaloo.
Yeah.
Next up is, I think, literally just a dinosaur.
That's a good one. Wow. That's Reeve, who's the asshole So let's put him at the front of that ranking.
Like in front of Many Mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I did say I was going to do it. Next up is Meta as a MILF.
I knew you were going to do that. Believe it or not, that's the character I named my dog after, who's dead, so you should feel bad. His name is Rex. He's a fantastic character, and I'm going to put him at
1.
I'm going to put him right after Sovereign, who's at the top of 6 through 15 at the far right, like right between those two. Magnus, right before Magnus.
Right before Magnus. A Crow Magnus.
Yeah, sorry, Crow Magnus.
So you're moving Crow Magnus down? No, Crow Magnus and Pouty Lips and Darth Fish Lips. Wow, there's some real relegations going on here. And then last up is just David.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Zaid.
If you've seen Prometheus, you know who David is.
Yeah. Zaid. He's all right. He's better than shit eater, so let's put him at the front of that.
Emperor Shit Smeller?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of here?
Yeah.
He's not better than model Pouty Lips.
No.
Or Darth Sex Doll?
No. Okay. Now I have to evaluate if I want to change anybody.
Yes, I'll just move these people to...
So, like, I feel like the ones in 36 through 45 are pretty accurate.
Do you want to, just so we keep things on a single tier, etc., do you want to put this guy in Who the Fuck You, bro? Even though you know who he is?
No, I know who it is.
Okay,
I feel
fine, jeez.
No. All right. Let's move.
Let's get lost. Let's get lost.
All right. I want to move the three ladies, the last three ladies, in their same order over.
Which ladies?
Sorry, in 16 through 25.
Okay.
The last three ladies in that row. I want to move all three of them before headlights.
Oh, okay.
In their same
order above headlights.
Yep.
There's also headlamps. Thank you very much. But
whatever. Headlamps.
Do you remember what I called these three ladies?
No, I mean there was the passive aggressive science teacher.
Passive aggressive science teacher, Darth Sex Doll, and Elizabeth Booker.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm looking at the one above that.
Are you happy where Metamancer as a MILF would be?
You can go fuck yourself, sheepy. And let's move
UPS guy.
Yeah, let's move him to the very end of the list.
Left or right?
To the right, the far right on that row.
Man, UPS guy getting shafted.
And then
I feel like you had some love for
and then hold on, I'm feeling a little off with this right now. Hold on.
Sure.
Can we move the third from the left in that same row, that chick? Can we move her?
Queen smells her own fart.
Yeah, to the very end of that row.
Left or right?
To the right.
Okay.
All the way to the right.
Man, yeah. People who spell their own farts are better than UPS guy.
Okay, and then can you move UPS guy over to the left twice?
Just behind Grimdark GLaDOS.
Yes. Perfect. All right, and then let's see. That's good. All right, and then we're gonna go to 1 through 5, and we're gonna move butt plug to the end of that row.
douche, but
Whatever.
Also, this young lady here, her new designation is has a evil idea, but also sexy. So the idea is evil, but also sexy.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. It's very accurate. It's very accurate.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, I'm looking this over. Okay, we're gonna move.
It's interesting because Semper Fi looks like he's like a generic character that's in like a cutscene, but nothing else.
He's such a good character. Like written so well, voice acted so well, important. That hits you in the feels. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying like he has that kind of look of like genericness, especially compared to all these aliens.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's so generic compared to Darth Fishlips.
Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking. We're gonna move. We're gonna move. What did you call him? Something cat something or another in row 16 through 25. The third one
Cat
from the
Squish
left.
Face.
Yeah, cat squish face over behind the ladies on that row. The first three ladies there.
Yeah, look at his face. He loves being behind the ladies. he looks like mummified Yoda.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh.
Taken out my organs have.
Oh god. Now I gotta figure out these other little alien characters down there. Like, so I feel. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who those are.
You don't
It's
have
really
to.
hard to tell. No, I want to see if. So I think those are all of the admirals from that alien race. So I'm trying to.
Two of them have
Quarians.
boobs, if that helps.
I can vaguely tell that.
Yeah.
I can't remember which of them were the ones that were shitty and annoying. So,
Do you just want to put them all in? Fuck that guy.
well, there was a few that were decent. I think there was one male admiral that was good. I just can't remember which ones. What were the good ones?
They all look the same. To be fair,
that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. I cannot even differentiate. Like, it's really, especially with the small thumbnails, it's so hard to tell which ones they are.
Yeah.
I feel as though the fourth one in that to the far right of that list, yeah, that one is one of the good ones, but it's really really freaking hard to tell. So like maybe move him to the front of the row.
Okay.
Was the red one the annoying one?
Well, you've got dude, guy, girl, I think, to the best of what we can tell.
Yeah.
The red one was the
red one.
one.
If the red one was the annoying one, then fuck that guy for reals.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. So we can move that one to fuck that guy.
Done. There's also midlife crisis and father.
You see, I don't know who the fuck those are. I literally have no idea.
Okay.
The
far left. Okay. The far left is the Paco Admiral. This one, I guess.
That guy? I feel like both the male admirals were decent. I know one of them was like Nemo or something like that, and he was good. I just can't tell which one is which.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good chart right here, I feel.
Okay. Okay, we can leave them alone. Yeah.
I wonder what alignment chart is. Okay, So we have Femship, Greg, Semper Fi, um, Piles, sorry, Hemorrhoids, Douche,
Oh my god.
Never Been Kissed, Princess Smells Her Own Farts, I Have an Idea That's Evil but Also Sexy, oh god, this is really testing my memory.
Oh, come on.
I can't remember what I called her.
Sex toy.
Sex toy. Stalker. Grimdark GLaDOS. UPS guy. Matrix Space Crab. MILF Metamancer. Queen Smells Her Own Fart. Crow Magnus. Squidward. Elizabeth Booker. Passive Aggressive Science Teacher. Darth Sex Toy. Cat Squishface. Headlamps. Mirage. Carnivorous Sperm. Literally an alien from Star Wars. Plastic. Plastic. Pouty lips. David. Emperor Smells Shit.
Something Asylum, I can't remember.
Oh, Asylum Escapee.
Yeah.
Tron. Admiral Hat. Gladiator. Hella Kate Blanchett. Darth Maul Fish Person. Inverted Darth Maul. Metal Zoidberg. Darth Fish Lips. Pretty much a dinosaur, I think.
Yeah.
Many Mouth Frog Person. Batwoman. 14-year-old boy.
12-year-old boy.
12-year-old boy.
What was the guy's name?
I
don't remember.
Gary's Mod.
Oh yeah, Gary's Mod. Yeah, right.
Testicular Torsion. Cyberpunk Neo. Karen and Majora's Mask. And that is that is the tier listing for. I think some of them changed a little bit, but
yeah, that's alright. And then fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys. No, it's who the fuck are you? Wrecked him, almost killed him, and fuck that guy. And there's quite a few of them actually.
Yep.
You see why? You see why I enjoy doing this?
Yeah, it's pretty good. You got some creative names.
Well, I don't know Mass Effect at all. Like, I know nothing even about the Shepherds. So, or like these main characters. I'm like, I have no knowledge of them at all. So it's all insanity to me. And these aliens, I guess they're fish people. They just make me think of Twi'leks from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Although I think there's an actual alien race in Star Wars that has the same kind of like hairstyle style thing. I'm fairly sure.
But well, the Twi'leks have the two side, like one on each side.
Yeah. No, I think it's a different. It might be even like a different alien race. They look like in maybe Stargate or something. I can't remember. But yeah, there we go. Goddamn.
Wow. Sweet.
that knocked trying to remember all the fucking names I gave her, bro, just knocked my ass out. Is there anything you'd like to like big up? Anything? What I'll probably do is I'll put the a couple of the shows we did on your channel up, because I'll put them up on the description on the video. I tend to like I put a whole load of links to like your stuff and everything. I don't know if there's anything you really want put up though.
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I think of anything, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll essentially just be like, if you want to see Meta in a couple of shows, then I'll link a couple of the shows, and people can go check out
Yeah, for sure.
the Vault of Metamancer.
Yeah, I think I link and like set up playlists on my YouTube of stuff because I don't really upload my own thing anymore when I'm on other people's shows. So
yeah, that's fair.
cool.
So there you guys go. There you go, guys. That was the Bar Brawl with Metamancer. We did it.
We did do it.
We got massively fucking sidetracked, but we did it.
You know what? It's okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. We're gonna go off and talk about how genius my naming system is. And we'll be back next Bar Brawl with either another person or me doing something else, because sometimes we did some world building a couple of weeks ago, which was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That was pretty awesome.
Oh, and of course,
Cool.
thank you, Meta, for coming on.
I was about to say thank you for having me.
Pulling my testes out the fire when I was like, I don't have anyone for panic.
Nah, anytime, man.
Yeah.
Anytime. Always a pleasure.
And we'll have to have you on the channel soon enough. Like,
Yeah.
crowbar you into a show or make you GM something maybe. Do we have that thing I want to talk about? So we'll go and talk about that actually.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. See you later. Have a good one.
Bye.